Good stuff. There we go.
Alright, I had the wrong thing muted, but there we go. We're in. There you go.
Let me move slightly to
Other way, other way.
side.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Other way.
Yep, other way. That's fine.
The delay feels bad.
I know. I think it's... Yeah, I think the actual camera's synced, so that shouldn't be too bad.
Cool. Good.
What mod? The Earth map mod. I don't think I actually have the original map. I've been looking for it, but couldn't find it. I don't know if it's under scenarios or random maps, for that matter. But we've got a bunch of options for that. Okay, right. Slow and Pravats, nice to see you. Maps in the vanilla game. Oh, is it? Am I just that stupid? Oh, yeah, we have to show you guys this.
Earth is a big map. A very, very big map. Oh!
Isn't it beautiful? This was brought upon by Cappy. Good old Squeaker came up with this idea. So yeah, there is actually a mod in the workshop for putting this in now, I think. So that's pretty cool.
We have authentic branding and stuff.
Yeah. If anyone who wants to rep it, sort of very sly repping of it during a stream, we've got that as an option. But yeah, you should be able to find this one. But yeah, this is, I mean, the streams in the next sort of month leading up to the tournament streams are all going to be kind of mostly casual, I would think. Like it's very much, we've got to spend a certain amount of time for affiliate, if nothing else. But it's a good opportunity for the community to play more with each other and get to know each other a bit more, even if it's by betraying people constantly.
Community games are the way to go as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, Mel is about 30% louder than Grandy. What?
Let me
right?
see.
I don't think so, but I can
keep talking if you want to adjust, and then people can say if I'm still really disgustingly loud or
I've adjusted.
You don't notice a big difference?
I've adjusted. Should be
you
good.
Adjusted. Good.
The lines are matching between us now.
That's nice. Smooth. I just have a little more echo. Well, I do not know how to fix that, I'm afraid. If it's an issue my end, I do apologise. I know you all deal with my keyboard noise on the regular, so that's yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm so out of focus, but I don't have long enough arms to focus myself, so I can only apologise.
Oh, really?
I'll sit forward a little bit, yeah.
You need like a long pole with something on the end of it.
I do. There's an autofocus button on the back of the camera, so I have to kind of like reach to it. Mm-hmm. But I can't do that. But anyway.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Cool. Yeah. So today, community games. Yeah, do we have any requests or plans? Or
I've had suggested Earth Diplo. Regicide, for that matter, as well.
We might only get one game in.
I know.
Earth Diplo.
That's true. Which is not the worst thing in the world, but obviously we want to try and get
we should have a few people play.
Yeah. It's Lurk and Steven. Hey JBR, how you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, so I guess although we put Q and the A in the title, it's kind of, just ask things as we go through, and we'll keep an eye on the chat. Turbo 200% handicap Earth Diplo Regicide. We're just slapping more onto it at this point. Do we want to do 256 times more on that too?
You could do Tiny Socotra, 200% turbo post imp. Who did that recently? Was it T-West? And it was just horrible.
Just piling it on.
Yeah, Hyper Random's good fun as well. I think I've got those maps. But yeah, I feel like we should give people just a little bit of an update as well. We're at as well, seeing as we had ticket sales go on sale this week.
Yeah, I can show the plan of this. There you go. So that's what the seating arrangement looks like right now. We've sold...
So we are...
34?
Yes, I believe.
What?
It's a lot, isn't it? It's super
amount.
exciting. I know. So basically, just like huge thank you to anyone who's committed early, bought a ticket. It puts our minds at ease, and it really allows us to plan to, help you guys get more out of the weekend as well. So yeah, really, really, really exciting. And also looking at that, if you are on the fence, I would advise jumping in now. If your plans do change, we are pretty flexible with that, and we'll work with you on either transferring your ticket or a refund. But we'd love to get all these spots filled. That'd be just fantastic. Yeah, it just looked fantastic in the hall, and yeah, can't wait.
I mean, we've got 3 months to fill it, which I wasn't expecting to get to this point anywhere near as soon as we have. I know I put a sort of a bit of a soppy post in the attendees channel already about it, but I was expecting such a slow burn. But like, we've gotten to beyond.
We've done the hype.
The hype has carried us over what would have been sort of the minimum to sort of make it all pan out.
Yeah. So this is fantastic,
so.
Basically. We're kind of at the threshold now where any more ticket sales basically lead to an increased prize pool, allowing us to put more money into production, props, fun stuff. So basically we're in a really good spot, and we're, super excited about it all. So thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have just remembered that I should probably add a command if I haven't got one already.
Have we woke up a Nightbot for our...
Yes, we do. So
yes.
If you do want to donate to the prize pool, hopefully... Okay, I did wake up.
There we go.
Oh, I did do it. Nice.
Yeah. There's always a little bit of a delay. Nightbot's sleepy.
That way. There we go. That way. Above us. Got a ticker for it. In fact, we do need to put some money in from the sales above 30 that we've already got, but we'll chat about that in the staff meeting on Monday, I guess. But yeah, so we're already at threshold for putting more money in. It's just a question of how much we can afford, which we'll figure out very shortly. But yeah, it would be awesome to raise that, to raise the... I was about to say notoriety, that's not the right word. Raise the profile, that's the word for the event.
Yeah.
Because I think so far we've had quite a few entrants already, but they've all been from people who we knew were pretty much coming along already. So the more the prize pool, the more likely it is that people from further afield, higher players go, maybe it'll be worth a trip there. It is LAN after all, so just need to make it.
That'd be pretty cool if we could get some people internationally in. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, we're going to continue dreaming big and have faith in the community to come through with that.
That should work out. Just trying to figure out if there's anything else I need to do. I do have a piece of polling software I can pull up if we need to, if we want to come up with ideas for things.
I'm sorry. One day I'll get the hang of this.
Well, it's the awkward crop of it, but I guess if otherwise we'd be sort of that high. Otherwise,
all squished. All squished.
All squished. Okay, so let us create a lobby. I think I've made one called Grandy's Game, which has the password LAN Madness, funnily enough. What? How? Okay, the map is already set to Socotra. I did not put this in, but it's already on Socotra. I feel like that's telling us something here. Tiny player, map size. What else? We're really going to do handicap? Are we going straight into handicap, or are we just going to... What do you think?
To be honest, Tiny Socotra, free-for-all, King of the...
Oh, King of the Hill?
Sudden Death, King of the Hill. Works okay.
God.
When I say works okay, Zupert, no. Behave. When I say works okay, it's horrible, but it's it functions.
Alright,
it's good fun. It's good warm-up game.
Socotra, there we go. Standard King of the Hill. I also feel like a map like Chaos Pit King of the Hill could be pretty interesting. Dodgeball we've got planned for another stream. We're going to pretty much do a full-on mini dodgeball tournament at some point in the next few weeks, I think. We'll see who is the best amongst the community at dodgeball. Exploding Bills, oh my goodness. On Tiny Socotra will be insane. Alright, for now I've got Sudden Death, King of the Hill, Tiny Socotra with 8 people.
Let's try and fill that lobby. Oh boy.
Yeah, let's see what I can get. I don't know, how do you get the... Which I'll call the lobby name Land Madness. Why not? There we go. Ah, that's the game ID. Found it. I guess I should put this in. We've also got a Game Deets channel. If people who are coming along don't know about the Game Deets channel yet, that is a channel where during the event, and probably only during the event, and in these streams that we're running, we're going to put links to games that we're running as community games. So people at the event will ping a certain role, which is given by reacting with the Peepo yes in the first message in that channel, and that will get you in the looking for game. And so I'm going to put that in here. So Socotra, FFA, King of the Hill, Sudden Death, Death.
It's saying that password to me. What?
Oh, have I messed up that? Okay, let me just.
No, it's okay.
Okay, great, lobby. So it's just Land Madness, one word, all lowercase, and that'll be okay. I've remade it. So I don't know whether it puts a new link. Okay, try that one. See if that works. Hopefully. My experience of actually playing. Hey, Salak's in.
Hey.
Oh,
Good. Right, guys, can play. It is. I'll type the password so you can copy paste it. I'm making it super easy for you.
Hey.
Lovely.
Oh God, King Boo's come in.
Oh, King Boo stole my colour. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How rude. Okay, guys, 3 spots left. Let's go. 2 spots left.
Oh God, that filled up so quickly.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
God, right. Okay, have I got everything on what we want it to be? Lock speed. So we're doing free for all, we're not doing deploy, right? Is that right?
Yeah, free for all.
Free for all.
Why are you all in Spanish?
We're not doing regicide, right? So it's Sudden Death, King of the Hill, Socotra, Tiny Poet. Right. People are actually choosing?
Oh
my God. Okay, well, let's go. See how this this pans out. This can only go one way.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Diplo won't matter, right? Everyone's going to be on top of each other.
I know. Cool. So to keep it fair, I'm definitely mute myself in this chat, and I'll pop back after the game.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
We'll be able to see your try-hard face
you
to
can
the
see me.
to
That's
the side
fine.
of me.
You'll see my expressions when I.
Yes.
Cool.
You could talk to me while you're going through. Tell me about your genius strategies. That's what I'm for.
Tom too. Amen. Yeah, genius strategies. I'm not so sure. All right. Okay. Hopefully this button also works. Fingers crossed. Is it going to latch on? Come on, D. You can do it. I believe. Hey, there it goes. Thank goodness.
I love that. Who has the slowest PC race?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the one
mole.
with the biggest potato?
Oh God. Wait, that's somebody else's scout. Okay. And that's somebody else's scout. What is going on here?
I mean, to say everybody's close would be a small understatement.
Holy crap, okay. I'm already completely out of my zone here. So this means I need to find... In fact, I almost feel like it's worth going to find my... Oh, there it is, okay. Quickly. Grab my ball, grab my ball! Oh crap, he's so close.
What's your strategy going to be other than panic and try and survive?
That's a very good question. Take the ball early, that's about my only...
I mean, it's a good strategy, but have you thought, and I'm just throwing it out there, full long swords. Just,
Full longsword.
it might not go
I
that
hadn't
far.
considered it, but
It's fascinating. If anybody in the chat is also spectating this game as we go along,
okay,
my specking has completely frozen at the first start of the game, but all of the chat is working. It's really weird.
that is kind of strange.
See if I can spectate the capture range. See if that behaves.
You can always look at the feed I'm sending through Discord as well.
Oh, I am.
I've got way too many food right now. Also, I forgot to turn off big trees. No.
Ah, but it looked so much more atmospheric.
It does.
Just for everybody. We know that Mel is going to absolutely try hard this. Ryder, surprisingly quite low rated at the moment in the old scores department.
Yeah.
Really not going well for him.
Right. Do we really want to let somebody have the middle is the question. Somebody's house is already? What is going on here? Somebody's attacking somebody else's house. Oh, they're attacking.
That would be Ryder.
Wow. People are tryharding like hell here.
It's definitely not Ryder though.
Also, where is the... Oh, this is going to be a question. There must be deer spawns on this, right? Deer spawns must exist, else how are we going to get up? In fact, I'm going to put more on wood than I normally would.
I think a reliance on farms would be probably quite good.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bit back here.
I mean, this might be unfair info, but I don't see a single deer on this map. Oh no, I do see ostriches. They are not in any way useful to any of the players. There is one patch of ostriches.
And I bet they're like hiding behind things.
Oh, completely hidden in the trees, away from everybody. Not a single person has any.
Wait, I'm
ostriches.
poles? I'm poles. So I get full work. Full works? Whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Shit, that town center's so damn close. Oh, getting housed. Like
We've
a pro.
even got AC here quietly, ready to dive in with some wisdom.
I'm
Oh,
just
is he
lurking.
maybe?
Don't
Oh,
you
God.
mind me?
We take the lurking.
Wait, what? There's berries? Somebody's got berries? That's OP. That's not fair. Somebody's got berries over there. I don't have berries. Where's my berries?
You've been nerfed because you are clearly too powerful.
Oh god. Not enough wood. Okay. What am I on? 16. Well, all of my food is gone now.
That's okay because you pre-planned this. You knew the food would be gone, and so
I
you
knew
got
the food would
money
be
on
gone.
wood.
That is true.
So you did.
Oh god, I'm already overloading. Okay, that's the monument captured sound and the... Why am I doing it here? I should be doing it next to folwark. What am I doing?
The question is Sloane your direct neighbour?
Yes,
Yeah.
as the Incas.
He's a scary guy, is that Sloane? I can feel some backstabs right there.
Oh yeah, it's sudden death as well.
But once again, full man at arms. Let's go. ETC.
Right.
I mean, you're very lucky because you've got access to a lot of gold, pretty safely as well. Yeah, Ryder's there, but that's pretty tasty.
Really, Ryder? Can I actually get up anytime soon? How is he already in feudal?
Feudal gods.
Balls.
Oh, green has a lovely play.
I don't know what it is. I'm kind of scared to ask.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything. But imagine if you were on Socotra and you were going to try and fast castle as the Goths. Wouldn't that be amazing?
What?
I don't think that's happening at all, but you know. It would be fun.
Would it?
It would be a terrible play.
It would. I mean, I'm putting down... There we go, I'm finally clicked. My god. Now what do I do? There is no room. I've got... to be fair, I've got this little bit at the back. I'm actually kind of tempted to...
You're pretty good. Like, your position is probably the second best on the map.
Really?
Oh yeah. To say that other people have got it rough is a bit of a... Mel's got pretty good. Mel's got it good. Mel's got it good. Boo's got it good. Sarlacc has some good expansion. But other than that, I think you've got the nicest position, especially because you're right by Ryder.
I think I've got this as well.
Yeah.
Quickly go and build that.
Like, Ryder's not really a direct threat to you right now, so...
No.
Other than him potentially being a nuisance.
Which is going to happen, let's be frank with each other.
I mean, it is 100%.
Oh, Paradox. Massive raid. Holy crap. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, we need to set up alerts. I don't know why that didn't come through, in fact. It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Would you have a raid sound effect or song?
I think there's meant to be one, yeah. I just don't think I've set it up correctly.
That's right. Chat,
So
if you...
I think
If
I've
you
just
pick
secured this
your-
back area.
You have. You've got it. Lock that back
The
area
problem
down.
is, what do you do? I'm going to have to build one of these down here.
Panic, castle into GG. That's every time.
Yeah.
Oh my, Mole is killing it. Oh my god, Mole.
Wait. Which one's Mole? Mole's the green.
Green.
He's over there. Did he have berries?
No. He's
Okay.
not. In fact, it's bemusing that I'm saying he's doing well.
There's certainly a very much level of things going on, and
I'm happy that the Mole has done as well as they have. But I mean, there are other people doing better. It is true. There are some people.
Ryder's being ballsy.
Ryder is not being ballsy. Ryder is not being ballsy at all.
Well, he's taking the gold in the centre.
It's the only gold he's really got access to. Nobody's being particularly...
There's a castle! Somebody's in Castle Age?
Yeah. So, like, immediate castle. Castle drop right onto King Boo. King Boo is responding with a tower to try and defend. 2 towers.
The 2 towers.
It is 2 tower defense. However, it is it's tough. It's tough because the castle will go up. The first tower goes up. Second tower, very, very close, but the castle is so close. The Vills are fighting the Vills. He's double clicking. He's hammering it down. 2 towers up. Castle, 5%, 3%, 2%, 1%. Castle lands. Oh, Korean castle right on top of King Boo.
Nice. I mean, to be fair, of all the people it could happen to, I think King Boo's probably the one that could deal with it somewhat usefully.
I mean, this is very unfortunate for him.
What is this? Why am I doing this? It's the worst. It's actually the worst. Oh.
You're doing okay. You might want to think about taking some stone.
Yeah.
I didn't want to guide, but remember your
Beginning to
bonus is
consider this.
polls as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I shouldn't be up here doing this, should I? I should be down here doing
You
this.
should be on the stone.
Oh, except this one dude can't move because he's hemmed in.
He's safe. That's
He is
how I would view
safe.
that.
Agreed. He is safe. What's going on? Why are they going back?
That is my token 1 comment every 5 minutes. I'm here if you need me.
AC, I'm glad we've actually got a professional here. It helps. It matters.
Now that is...
You know why I'm doing this though?
Yes, I don't know if it'll help. They need to be a bit further out. But,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah. I like it. You're polka dotting the map. Also, it gives you all the vision.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix in a few other things in there.
Right, Grandy, I'm putting my coaching hat on.
Oh, somebody's... Big Walt's resigned. What has happened to Big Walt?
He got slowed.
Oh, God.
What's your plan when you hit Castle Age, Grandy? Talk me through it.
What makes you think I have a plan here?
Okay, this is your time. you're a third of the way up.
That's true. I am on the way up.
What's the formulate? Even if it goes wrong, are we gonna go? We're gonna try and get that castle. And go
Yeah, I think I've got to go to a castle. I think.
Are you gonna be like, oh, winged hussar?
Oh, winged hussar would be good, to be frank, but getting there is the.
Getting to imp.
Yeah, I think imp is just not an option.
Well, I tell you what's also not an option. I think Boom might have. Oh no, he's not forgotten, but it's sudden death. He is sending the bills to repair the TC. He was very absurdly close. I do think Boom might be a little bit dead though.
Well, he had a castle dropped on his face.
He did.
Shit,
He
what's going on?
survived really quite well. Mel has sort of dropped off a little bit.
Okay, I'm okay hearing that. That's fine.
Ryder's not doing anything.
No.
But the south was quite chaotic. Poor Big Walt got kind of surrounded by castles. There's Goth Castle, there's an Inca Castle, and he's obviously dead. Sloan killing off Grey to get some extra space. Space is a very important resource in this current chaotic map. And another raid. Ginger raiding with a party of 25.
Oh God, thanks, Ginger.
Grandy, send the boys. If you're doing it, send the boys. Yep.
Wait, why then? Okay.
There we go. Good luck, have fun.
Yes. Oh, and the Goths are raiding in at exactly the same time that the castle comes up. Sloan, he might be at the top of the ratings right now, but he is about to drop very quick. Ryder save. And he is!
Yes! I got it up!
And Boo, with a castle drop on top of himself, is still alive and in the game.
Wait, I'm gonna need a freaking. Do I even have space for it? I don't have space for it. They're in range of each other, so I can just do that. I think. And I need fletching.
Boo's doing some sneaky plays. We've got outposts being dropped inside Mel's base. And Green has quietly been controlling the middle for like 250 years.
Oh, he's got a castle as well.
Yeah, but he is having a bad time of it with Sarlacc. Teal is having fun. I don't think Green has much in the way of villagers left. Dramatic Vill fights going on with Mel and Boo. Quick walls have gone both ways. Very fascinating fight. I mean, commentary is a very loose term. Like you guys, I'm here in the chat.
Oh wait, what?
And the castle goes down. The castle
Shit!
goes
Well, I'm
down.
dead.
The Ryder's
Oh no! 178 health.
Ryder went longsword.
I would send skulls and go bash it down. I'm just saying.
But he's got a castle there.
Maybe not.
This ain't gonna work.
Your Vills heal themselves. You'll be fine.
Oh, but the repairs are coming in. Teal's diving in as well. Oh,
Oh, this is.
brutality is on its way.
No, this isn't doable. Oh god, I just have no space to do anything. Like I'm housed apparently as well.
Right, I'm broke, bro. I'm 200 ELO.
Like I'm just stuck for what to do. Like people have already castled the middle. Like this is not doable.
It's tough, and
Like, what
Green's still collecting those years on that middle. Nobody's really trying to push him out. It's
do I have to
fine
buy another
now.
castle? Like I think I've just got to do that. I mean that's useless now. I'm not sure it's even worth getting the gold mining upgrades because it's going to run out before anything happens that's useful. And somehow I have my scout still in all of this. I'm just so annoyed that... Well, I've got one O-book. One O-book for the win.
Do you know what's not okay?
What?
Ryder is doing really quite well with his stupid fucking longswords.
Yeah, I bet. Like, I'm really not sure what to go at this point.
Well, you should have listened to me and gone longswords. That's what you should have.
Well, yeah. He's taking my farm. That is not okay. That is not okay. Go away. It's my farm. Hey, there we go.
20 minutes. 20 in-game minutes. It
Amazed
feels
we've
like
reached this point.
Sarlacc and Boo have been having a fight with castles versus TCs.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got enough.
Sarlacc is fucked. Sarlacc is fucked. Green puts a castle on top of Teal.
Oh my goodness. And we can't even place down more town centres.
No. Full on sudden death.
There's a gap in the fucking...
There's a gap in the fucking fuck.
There's a gap in the fucking fuck.
You're right, Karu. Let's go Ryder. He's still in. Yes, he might be the lowest possible score. Yes, he might be being absolutely hammered by Mel. Yes, he might only have a few units and like 6 villages.
I lost my book. Alright.
But Teal is dead. Teal is dead. Even if this castle goes up, the defense is not there. Which means that
oh,
survive.
fuck! Ryder's gonna kill me.
Don't die to Ryder's longsword. No. And Sarlacc dies. Boo survives the TC castle drop.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh god, I'm dead.
It's okay, now you can join in with the casting.
Yeah, I'm dead. Holy crap. Who was that? That was Orange.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Sloan. Okay, Sloan.
Sloan
Yeah.
getting his revenge.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, that was never... Oh, it's so annoying, though. Like, he was 178 away from dying there.
So close to being knocked out. That would have been massive real estate for you as well.
I know. Well, I still would have had to... You know, well, I mean, I guess I'd get this bit, but, like... Where is the ostriches? Ostriches.
The ostriches were sort of north of King Boo, where King Boo's mill and farms are.
Oh, he had them, okay.
They were behind the forest.
Right, okay.
So
He chopped
all
through
of
to
this, yeah, he chopped through to them. It was
monks.
quite funny. It
Interesting.
did not help him get up at all.
And they're just the mole. I think the mole might have this, you know.
I can give you a little bit of insight into King Boo's Monka play.
Yeah.
So when you put your things on control groups, you normally just use the ones at the top.
Yeah.
However, Boo has a terrifying way of using the number pad on the right for monks.
Right.
So he can actually control group 20 monks individually.
Nice.
So when they go into combat, he can just hit 1 and convert, 2 convert,
I
3
see.
convert,
Right.
which makes it effing terrifying. When
How
you're
does
like,
that work?
he got
How does that
micro.
work? Tell
Numpad,
us
I
now.
guess. Numpad
I need
numbers.
to know this.
It's we could get him on in a future.
Oh, this is... Like, what's going on? So Mel's actually not doing too badly. She's got a good thing going. She's taking down Ryder's town centre slowly. I mean, I wish.
It's going to be very fast as soon as these swordsy boys run in.
That's true, actually. Showtails. Go on. Oh, Ryder's going to be dead.
Takes about 20 showtails to take down a TC.
And Ethiopians are pretty good for this map, I think.
I love
Getting the extra resources and.
However, they don't have a chance against the Goths with how well
That's true.
Lock positioning. Like,
That's true.
Mole has quietly been locking down the middle. He's not been too aggressive. At the same time, still managed to take down Sarlacc when Sarlacc wasn't looking. And middle control, great TC expansion. Considering Sloane's gone and Sarlacc's gone, half of the map is actually Mole's. And nobody's really pressuring him.
Yeah, he's
Like,
got a
they
huge
need to
amount of real
start
estate down there.
knocking him out now, but Boo has been really damaged by Sarlacc. Mel's not in a great position to go aggressive, and Ryder is.
She's going to die soon too. Sloan's going to go for Mel shortly. And the other thing is, which I realised whilst I was being attacked, is of course I didn't have murder holes. So that's why I got the university to try and get murder holes. But of course I got that too late. Not that it really mattered, but. Oh man. The mole got to imp.
Yeah.
The mole got to imp. What is this?
I mean, it's what I said. I said Mole looking really good. Tom Stradamus was at it again.
That's crazy. Oh no, Mel. Quick wall, quick wall. I believe. Yes, a house. Yes, another house. She did it. Oh no, wait, is there a hole? Is there a hole? No, there isn't a hole. Oh, thank goodness. My god, that was close. What a quick wall.
Oh, but because of it was actually damaging a builder.
Oh, because of the Kamik range, of course. Yeah.
Magic Pokey Boys.
Only 93 years left. Can anyone kill this army? No. King Boo has enough monks to convert half of it if he's very, very lucky.
But he can't get there because.
But Ryder's like, can I have the middle? And he's like, yeah, sure. What? And he, oh, Trebs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mole has got
the
this.
middle. He loses.
Yeah.
He loses the
They were chatting about it.
Oh, why?
The mole said,
Why?
yeah, I'll let him have it. I don't know. He's just being.
I think he was gonna win in like.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I think the mole is playing with his food, if I'm honest.
Yeah. What on earth will this guy start like? That's what I want to know. It's like he's so far ahead.
It was not super strong, but he dropped down a market pretty much immediately when it hit the feudal age.
Yeah.
And used that to balance his economy really well. So he wasn't the fastest to castle age, but he had a decent economy with Goths, and now he's landed himself in a position where he's got solid food eco, he's got the units, he didn't take any direct engagements particularly.
Oh, look at the way he's going back on it as well, just trying to get the range. I mean, Trebs just need to go in. And I don't know why he's going in for this, really. He just needs to stay by his Trebs. And it won't take long for, I mean, it's sudden death. It won't take long for everything else to go down once he decides to go for it.
He's been really passive, but he's played this really well.
It's amazing that he managed to get to Imp. Oh, Kamik's got in on Mel's wood line. The thing is with this is that you feel so helpless whilst playing. So helpless. Oh, Sloan got defeated. There we go.
GG Sloan, GG
The thing is now, if anybody does go for Mole, he can also, if he's savvy, start trading with either Sloan or
that's true, actually.
with your market they're going to be.
Still alive. Ryder was going for it for a long time, but I think he eventually
he's
gave
just
up.
got the military mass. And that's the thing that nobody else
Who's he
can
going to
really
go for next?
compete with.
Oh, Ryder. Is it going to be Ryder? I think it's going to be Ryder. Is it? Where are you going?
And he's pretty well defended with the two castles right at the front of his base as well. Like,
where is he going? What's he firing on? A blacksmith. Okay. Fair enough. Knocking on the door.
he wants to just dive in and
She managed to clear it up.
Because he can just run those in, take out the TC immediately.
Yeah. The other problem I see is, like, I reckon I can't see what's in Boo's castle. This is the problem of only being able to spectate games, but green, why? But like, I bet this is full of like petards at this point.
He will. Because Ryder asks, and Mole's like, yeah, okay. Can I have the middle? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Mole
yeah,
could
he
just
did
be
that
like,
earlier.
Hey Mole, can you let me win? And he'd be like, yeah, okay.
I don't know what's going on. Like, he could easily take out Ryder from where they're at. I don't understand. Oh,
take
Mel. Oh,
He
Mel.
can take out any of them.
Oh, Mel.
He ranges everybody's TC from his position.
Rip.
Brutal.
Rip Rooney.
Mel, welcome back.
Welcome back, Mel.
Come back to us.
Wait for her to come back in. Yeah, she did so many bills. Did very well. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's... Oh, there's no chance. Wait, I didn't even notice, but Boo got to Imp as well. And so this could be a base trade a little bit? All of the villagers have to go and repair. No, it's going to be too late. But, okay, they have to destroy the treads before this goes down. He's unpacked them.
Maybe Ryder wins.
No, this is going down.
They all died, but
Oh, 2 more hits.
Oh.
Ryder was defeated.
Oh.
From what? Oh, from the center. Oh my goodness, that was close. That was actually a really close ending.
Ryder
Wow.
almost coming in clutch at the end.
Let's have a look. 500. So 544 left, and there's 2 hits. So that would have been like as close as my one was on Sloan. Like it would be 100 health left on this. Ryder almost won this.
He killed my house in Dark Age and Vil fought me there far. The
Yeah.
was set early.
I
That was the reason for the castle draw.
I went round the
I was
back,
so dead.
and I saw a house on fire. I was like, what is going on here?
It was mean. I got no rhinos. Boo lamed on my sheep immediately. I was like, great. I was last up to feudal, and I was like, you know what?
He lasted so long though.
Yeah,
He had
they
a
do.
nice little thing going on
It was
here.
cozy.
Yeah.
It was cozy.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen, but I almost took out Sloan over here. I castle dropped him in front, and then went petards, but it was like 100 odd health left. And then he came with petards later once my castle was down, so it was kind of sad. But I was really hemmed in. At least I had these here and some stone here, so I had a nice little back area. But yeah, 1 patch of berries in the entire map. And one patch of deer, 1 patch of berries. And funny enough, they were both next to King Boo, so it's kind of funny that he didn't get anything.
Yes,
But yeah.
I didn't get much either.
GG's
Yeah, you don't make any
all-
friends. This wasn't a very friendly game, was it?
No. No, this is a way to make worst enemies.
It was.
But GG's
yeah.
Mole. Well played, Mole. Getting up to Imp so quick, given the settings, is just insane.
Want to see Mole
Did
in
he get
a
like
tournament?
7? There must have been rhinos somewhere.
There were a
But
couple in the
someone must have-
middle that I
someone
tried
must have got a
to
load of
get. I tried to get them,
Yeah.
but they had already gone by the time I got there. So
Yeah, that's the first thing you do on Tiny Socotra.
and the Mole just says,
I forgot
"Mark
Loom
it."
for an embarrassing amount of time.
I got it really early because I was like, no. No way that was going to happen. Mel's castle killed all my trade cards. Carrick Ryder nearly won. He was very, very close. I think Boo's Trebs almost got him. If Boo had gone forward with a couple of villagers just to put walls in front, I reckon it could have happened. It was very, very close.
Maybe. I am
Very
fuming.
But yeah, no, that's
Cool.
wild.
Cool. Shall we do something more friendly in the form of a team game next? Maybe a 4v4?
Yeah, we could do a 4v14 team game.
Yeah.
Free-for-all definitely brings out the cutthroat
The best
of
and
it
the
all,
worst
doesn't
in
it?
people? Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to do anything weird with it, or do we just want to? Oh, hello, it's Tom.
Well, you know, I thought I'd make this even harder to have us here.
That's right. It's good to have you. And for some reason you're quieter than everyone else, so I'm going to turn you up. Tom, we were quiet. Yeah, I think I've just fixed that. Hopefully, I've just fixed that.
So Mel was louder, I was quieter.
Yeah.
We just can't agree on anything.
I know.
So unbalanced.
Yeah.
Is Tom gonna play? No, mate. I am drinking and watching some fun. And also, how many times do you need to change your damn name? Biggie Platypus
Biggie Platypus.
has been called Super Ilu, Chonk Me Daddy.
Oh, I reckon I should probably.
like a successful tournament player and very, very good, quietly an expert at tournaments, but not an
ruining his
expert at geek.
recognition. Yeah. Oh, it's Boo. Boo's joining in as well. Goodness. You almost got him, Boo. You almost did it. Oh, no mic, apparently. Oh, there he is.
Oh, is Boo here?
It was very close.
It's all good.
It's okay. There you go, Boo's on camera.
So how do we want to do this? I'm a streaming perspective, so I probably won't join this, but
that's cool.
I don't know who does want to host.
I'll host the lobby, and then I'll send you a game link and stuff. Does anyone have any map preferences?
We should use one of the tournament maps, maybe. Which one would be good for it?
I need to download that the map pack if that is the case. So I will do that now.
I will tap in for a game.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, that was delightful to come in and watch. And we were all. I
was
want you to know,
seething
Mel,
for the whole thing.
Mel, we cheered when you did not only the quick walls but the house quick walls, which was very important because
it was stressful.
Because Kameyukes,
Yeah.
you would have got poked through otherwise.
I made a zoo.
I just saw the zoo and it just put a smile on my face.
I'm not very good at the game, but I try and do little things. Right, if I Google landlubbers...
What Q&A's happened, says Gingerbeard. Well, we're just waiting for people to ask questions. So we're playing team games.
It's an ongoing
Yeah.
Q&A. It's a dynamic Q&A. We're
That's
flexible in our Q's and our A's.
A-ing, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, if no one has any Q's at the moment, that's all good.
What does Tom's phone know? We do not have this. And Tom's forgotten it.
I want it.
And as we're British, we're very good at cues.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so good at cues.
So good.
Thank you.
We're also a whole bunch of A's, but you know.
Orion, I have banged on Hallis's door, literally. Well, not literally. Well, kind of literally. I've been his personal chauffeur to most events because he lives just up the road from me.
Yeah, Racy, we're counting on you to get him up.
I'll be coming after a full day at school, so I need someone to keep me awake in the car.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Probably.
And that can
Also,
only come in the farm of Hallis.
Do you know what? I think petrol-wise, if we split it, it would be about 10 quid each, which across the 2 hours, that makes it a very cheap coaching session with Hallis. Like,
It does.
Indeed.
you know.
I do look like I'm cosplaying as a villager. Oh shit.
Wait,
That
what?
was not intentional.
And with like the blue and the... Yeah, a little bit. I see where you're going with that.
I didn't
Oh,
I
no.
didn't know we were supposed to be dressing up today.
No.
There we go.
You have to do what they did at the Red Bull event now and just randomly walk around and pick up wood.
Gather berries.
Gather berries.
Yeah, have we got any wood? He says no.
I do have some
I
wood,
did-
but it's in the form
That was
of...
completely unintentional.
Yeah.
This is a dress I've been wearing all day. Oh god.
That's awesome.
Age of Empires is seeping into my life.
Yeah.
Even
Just-
more so.
Just deep, somewhere in the brain, you saw it and went, yeah. The question is which map for the backpack. And we might as well, whilst we're here, go into a wee... Oh, that's not the right one. That's the right one.
I won't put a spec delay on it just because it slows the stream down.
Yeah.
It's alright. I'll wait. If we're in separate games, or separate teams, I'll disappear.
So here's some information on it.
Yeah, we'll just split off into voice chats. When...
Yep, that makes sense. We've got open 1 and 2 down up in the top. So those are...
Wait, actually, why is there
maps
no
for
Arabia?
landlubbers?
Because we don't actually have to start with Arabia as the first map.
Yep.
What's
Every
the
game.
password? No, on Landman this.
Oh, one word.
Which map are you going to go for? Which map do we want? Boo
Go
would
for
be
one
able
of the
to
more
answer
meta
this.
ones first, but I'm easy for...
Because I've never spectated a game of Beach Fight or Cape of Storms. Or Dry River for that
I don't think
matter.
I've ever played in them either.
No.
Both good maps.
For team games.
Yeah.
Cape of Storms, perhaps then. We have a bit of water fight, a bit of land fight. Paradox wants Chaos Pit.
Oh, Chaos Pit's fun.
Chaos Pit
He then
is
agrees
fun.
with himself. So.
Yeah, let's
I mean,
do
yeah,
actually Chaos
I'm
Pit.
down for some chaos. some
Yeah, let's do
and some
chaos pit then.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Cool, that's fine. Let me just. Oh, I've got all the old scripts for Nomad games as well. That'll be horrible.
And I might as well flash this
Oh, I
up
love
as
that
well.
you put the pictures in.
Yep, I'm
No.
switching between. So for people who don't know why we're here or what this is, we're doing streams in the lead up to the tournament that you just saw on screen a moment ago, but also Land Madness itself, which is 8th to the 10th of July in St Helens, which is between Manchester and Liverpool in the UK. And yeah, the website link in the bottom left is where you need to go. We're at 34 out of 48 tickets sold, which is insane, given that that all happened within the space of like 48 hours after we announced it. But no, it's all amazing stuff, and don't miss out, I guess, is the thing. Because, yeah, only 14 slots remaining, which is wild. Anyway, I'll put it back to ourselves now. There we go.
I was going to say something we can also plug here. When we start the old team game, I will probably jump down. I just love Ryder's already pre-picked Spanish. No idea where he is on the map. I mean, he's like, you know what? I'm feeling Spanish.
That's just Ryder.
I will jump down into one of the voice chats. So it's a good reason to come join our Discord as well. So you can come join awesome voice chats whilst we're playing.
Okay, so I think it's going to be Boo plus
Oh, Boo's going to be a nightmare to try and balance.
Then everyone else.
I'll balance myself.
I think it'll be like me, Mole, Sloan, Sarlacc.
Oh, Ryder. Yeah, Ryder definitely has to come to Land Madness. You definitely should come to Land Madness, Ryder.
Yeah.
Got any kazoos nearby?
Yep.
I've got harmonica.
I've got both.
I think exactly.
What balls was that?
For like the first 6 months that I ever knew Ryder, he only ever communicated in chat with like a harmonica or a kazoo.
Yeah. Fun fact, that's why I have one.
He's such a fucker.
Oh, he's wild.
There we go, guys. That'll be the teams. Will be me, Mole, Sarlacc, and Ryder. I've been on a bit of an elo tank. I'm normally I've dropped about 150 elo in 3 weeks.
Oof.
Oh, it feels good, man.
Showing off that you're good.
Hey, but my team game rating's all right, so that means a lot, as we all know.
All right, I'm loading Capture Age up. You'll want to join in on it as
Apparently
well.
we need the regular voice chats reopening for
I
general
have
people as well.
added. Oh no, I've added 2 in at the bottom for team game.
There's open 1 and open 2.
Team 1, Team 2, Magic. Okay, cool. Well, I'm a hop down there then, and we'll get the show on the road.
Rightio. No worries. I'm loading up the game myself. Or should be uploading the game.
Oh, right, yes. I'm going.
Let me reload this. And we'll go from there. Oh, is it not started yet? It's weird how the timer keeps on resetting to 3 seconds. But,
Mine's just stuck on 0.
Question, can we swear on our man stream? I mean, yeah, technically. We don't have a bleep button, if that's what you mean.
Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll set up a beautiful beep button for bleeping.
Beep button could be useful. But yeah, we're just waiting on this. And thank you everyone who's dropped a follow. I haven't been. I need to rather have the dashboard open. That's what I need. And above us, just here, we have the prize pool for landlubbers that we're trying to community fund a little bit. So if you do fancy raising the profile of the tournament that we've got starting May 9th and going through June into July, yeah, you can donate just above and we will be eternally grateful.
Who is Big Fancy Baby? And why are they going to win?
Oh, okay. We're
an
loading.
error occurred. Oh no.
Alright. Let's see. Okay, this should be... What's going on here? Okay, it's loading. That's fine.
For me, immediate crash.
It could be immediate crash. I don't know. All right, let's go in, shall we?
I clearly don't have the map.
I think this works. I think this works.
It looks like it works for you. Lucky dog.
Okay, looks like we're in. Jolly
Hey,
good.
Ike.
It took a moment for it to come in, but we are now in. So welcome everyone to Chaos Pit. What a beautiful map. And this is the Landlubbers special edition of Chaos Pit as well. So in the center we've got these skeletons and shipwrecks. Don't ask how they got there. We don't know, but they got there somehow.
Aliens.
Aliens, exactly. And then palm trees, lovely. I actually really love adding palm trees to more maps. Like, I've really enjoyed how these palm trees have looked. How is King Boo with Tom and playing? What do you mean, Huggy? Tom isn't in here.
Yeah, King Boo, he's currently sat on my microphone.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I've got the preview quite small on my screen, so it's hard to see. But anyway, so what are the teams we've got? Sarlacc, AC. Oh, the names keep moving around. Actually, I can do it from here, can't I? Sarlacc, AC, Sloan, and the Mole versus Big Fancy Baby. What a name. King Boo, Ryder, and Mangamel as Indians. So where does that bring up on here? Okay, so Mangamel is opposite Sarlacc on this side. So the sort of the line we're looking at is sort of across here. So these players are all together. That's one thing we'll have to bear in mind as time goes on. And each player gets 2 patches of berries. Interesting. As I said, I haven't really gone through this map before.
Not quite an aggressive player. I think Mel might have a pretty rough time of it if he's going to be as aggressive as he was against King Boo.
Interesting. Yeah, and she's already walling the back because she's expecting issues. But yeah, she's gone all the way to the outer ring straight away. That's interesting. Has everyone done that? It looks like everyone is doing that.
I think with Chaos Pit, the speed that you can get to the outer area is just so important.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way that you can really guarantee that you get up to Castle Age.
Sarlacc says, no pig? No pig. But you do have 2 lots of berries, so plenty of opportunity to take berries. So I'm guessing, is anyone Franks? No one's Franks. Fair enough.
That's good. That's nice. I like that.
That is nice, yeah.
Cutans should be pretty good though. Vietnamese good. Cumans is great for this map. Being able to drop that second TC really quickly and effectively lock down a wood line or give yourself some secure economy. Really, really good for this map.
So are you good? What's going on?
Obviously, Celts are great. Chop through faster.
What's going on? Oh my goodness, look at this. Look how dirty this is. Boo is going to cross-map lame a deer. Like, he's gone all the way between, who is that, the Mole and Sloan, and he's taking a deer all the way back. That's so King Boo. He said he'd handicap himself. What do you call this?
Well, this is the focus that he's giving onto this particular lane, is while he's not doing anything else.
I don't know, that's wild.
We take that.
Okay, so Mel's going to take the deer nearby. That's fair enough. It's interesting also, yeah, that she's got the walls at the back, but hasn't got anything. Like, I would hope for a wall somewhere across here, I guess. Just get the berries safe. Because if you get taken off the berries and there's no boar or anything, that's going to be an issue, to say the least.
For sure. Oh, it is Big Fancy Baby Varian with a
Big
hidden...
Fancy Baby. He is. They are green. It could be Varian.
Green. That would be...
I don't know. We'll have to find out later. Or maybe someone in the chat knows.
That's
we can figure that out.
Paradox was asking.
Oh, that's a wall and a half from AC. What does AC see? Okay, AC doesn't know any better. Fair enough. But yeah, he could have done it slightly better there, but that's not too bad.
It's interesting. It's like the AC wall and the Mangamel wall
are good wall.
like equivalent. Like...
Well, it's an okay wall. It's an okay wall. It's not the best wall. These are still rangeable by archers. This one you can get away with, I think, until Castle Age, so that's fine. Oh, and just what you were talking about. I mean, Grey is on his way to Feudal Age. Isn't going to be the first to Feudal Age. That is going to be... Is anyone there yet? No. So Boo's going to be the first there. As Vietnamese. And I suppose that is quite helpful. They know where the opponent's TCs are. I know where to go with that. Has anyone scouted? Does she know? She doesn't know that the barracks is coming in there.
Such a late click up for Mel. And an even later click up for... I think the teams might be a little unbalanced. But they've got Boo. They've got Boo.
They've got Boo. I think that's the question in all this. Is what will Boo
Problem
do?
is, they've got Ryder, and Ryder is an immediate nerf. It's a great way of actually limiting Boo.
Could be. I mean, Ryder's one of those where if you pressure him, he can slowly crumble. But if you let him boom, like late game, he's actually pretty good. Like he can sometimes win games.
Sometimes. I bet Ryder would beat me.
I don't know. He's certainly gotten better. No
Well,
gold in the map. Ryder doesn't know. Yeah, the gold's out here.
But at the same time, he did go to the outside, so he still played this right, even without knowing what the hell's going on.
Oh, that's funny.
And is playing in the pocket position, which I think is the negative for their whole team composition as a whole, because Ryder's the pocket, and he's going to be absolutely no support whatsoever for being Big Fancy Baby at all.
Yeah. So is he building more scouts? So Boo's going scouts as Vietnamese. Going to try and be annoying. I noticed there's already a number of spears coming out here from the Mole and also from Sarlacc.
The team wall
Actually,
is
good placement
absolutely
as well.
really good for Mole and AC.
What is going on here? Big Fancy Baby's trying to come forwards and is Vil fighting spears.
Clattered. The spears get absolutely clattered. One Vil down, but the military died.
Yeah, and they're bringing all the scouts are dying here as well.
I mean, what was Green doing? Is Green going for towers? Green must be doing some kind of
Teuton Tower.
Tower play. Yeah, they can fit the 6 Vils in the tower
Here,
quite
maybe?
happily.
Yeah, he's going to try and outrange this. Fair enough. I mean, Green does not have fletching.
The defense has been alright. I'd probably cancel that tower and back off. I don't know.
Oh, and 5 coming in for King Boo. It's going to be dangerous. That's going to be 1 Vil down. And that's Sloan realising, going to get it away. And the never-ending fight of here. In fact, this is not good, actually, for Big Fancy Baby. I think this is not going to end well for him. There's 2 scouts in the mix. 3 spears. Yeah, he's going to have to go back. Tower ends on 43%. Just ain't happening.
The defense was just so solid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, very reasonable.
But King Boo managed to get a bit of success over on the other side, so...
The chat. Oh man, the chat. What are any of you doing? I have 3 on me. Well, Boo was busy with 7 scouts, trying to be annoying at the berries. Didn't quite manage it. I don't know if he's going to try and go to the back. He knows that Sarlacc already has a bunch of spears. And they're not here in the fight.
Bit of a scout engagement there. Did not go Sarlacc's way.
Mel with forward spears. Nice. Gonna go and harass the berries again. But I think she's doing alright over here. I mean, she's been towered by Sarlacc. But I think she should still be able to get these berries. She just wants to try and wall that out, which is fair enough. A big engagement up here. There's a lot of spears coming in, 4 spears coming in, but they're late to the fight. And oh my goodness, so many Grey Scouts dead. I don't know whether they got any villagers in that, but a lot of scouts dying. No.
When are we gonna click on? Is anybody in a position? Sloan's not too far off, I guess. No, he's ages off. I was looking at wood, not food. Okay, so nobody's particularly close to that click up to castle.
No, it is madness. It is Chaos Pit after all.
Mel's got a decent food economy. Sarlacc's got a very good food economy. 18 on food already.
And the walls they're bringing out here, they're going to have a massive portion of the map back here. Ready to use.
I really like their play. There we go. Second TC on the way down for the Cumans. if anything, quite late.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
very late.
really, really useful for them.
Mhm.
And that's because I believe Sloan had to invest into military to try and help with that defense. So,
Yeah.
well,
And it is one of the maps where in feudal age it can get quite extended out, just because to get to Castle Age you need that 200 gold, you need a market, and you got to pay the costs. And everyone's going to be trying to pay the cost to get up to Castle Age that little bit sooner. So those market prices are going to go up and be more difficult over time. It's just a question of who's buying first, I think. Be interesting to see.
I need to know who the mole is, because like the mole is playing almost equivalent to Boo, like really, really solid. Managed to get through. Is the Celt, so has the advantage, but already
yeah,
on
there
the
he
way to
goes.
Castle Age. Like Mole is playing this really, really well, properly balancing this out. What is their rate? I'm googling some shit, guys.
If you look at the sign-up sheet for Landlubbers, you can see what his rating is. I think it's
Is he signed up?
1700. Yeah, he
I was
signed up.
thinking, you look, he's
Oh,
like,
boy.
I was thinking he's like an 1800 player. Like,
Yeah, he's
pretty
decent.
solid.
This is going to be interesting. There's a lot of scouts here, but there's AC going on to Boo with the mole in support with spears, and there's 3 more. Oh no, okay, that's defensive. But like, they can't go in on this, can they? I don't think they can. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anyone that can help. So Ryder has a couple of men-at-arms, and to be honest, actually, the men-at-arms will be very useful here. I think the problem is that he's wondering whether he's going to get raided. Not sure. Yeah. He's having a real tough time.
The mole, if it is the correct one that I'm looking at, is a Smurf. Is a goddamn Smurf. I think I've got the mole though.
Maybe.
There's only one that's popped up.
Is it on the sign-up sheet?
The mole is French. No.
Yeah, I'll look at the sign-up sheet. It's pinned in the tournament admin chat.
Yeah, but then I'd have to look.
Very true. Anyway, so Castle Age now coming out for 2 members. On the right-hand side here. And there we go. First one's in. I mean, no surprise it's the mole. The thing I don't get is that he's been out through the back for a long time now, and yet none of his teammates are out here. Like, he hasn't signaled, he hasn't done anything to say, hey, you can come out the back here, I've made a hole. You know, we've broken through. It's the same with Boo. Like, Boo's team, they could come straight through now. Boo's made it through. But yeah, they haven't. I don't know. Don't know whether it's a selfish move or just a lack of communication. Something feels weird about that.
I can't even see the mole. Useless Rex, Halt, Zaki, Sloan, Lowerty.
22 Vils from Ryder. Ryder's a bit like that. You got to give him time, guys. So to give him time. I mean, he's Spanish after all, so all he really needs to do is get a castle down and get conks. And then he's golden. And then he's Spanish, so he's got the trade bonus for his friends as well. So it's like, he will be useful regardless of what happens. Oh boy.
I
12
found it.
scouts. See?
I found it. The mole has not signed up to.
I thought he did.
No. Or at least is not upon the sign-ups.
Whoops.
However, the mole, current rating and highest rating, 1411. Hasn't played 1v1 in a while.
Huh. Interesting.
So, has a team game rating of 2k4, but we know that that's bullshit. So, the playing is a goddamn Smurf. He's a Smurf. Oh my god.
Maybe. I'll have to figure that out later, especially if he signs up. Let's go on over here.
Love that.
The mole bringing crossbowmen forward. This is going to be very annoying. But I mean, the fact that everyone's been going scouts. Crossbowmen are good against scouts, but I don't know.
Yellow Vilcan. You want to know yellow's Vilcan?
25, yeah. It's
Yeah.
half of Boo's. It's kind of crazy. That's Sloan going up. What is Sloan going to do now? There's also Big Fancy Baby going up. AC has finally broken through. Mel is still chopping. I don't understand why they're not going through through friendly territory. It looks like AC is gone through the back, but yeah, this is a good lot of damage from the mole here.
He's putting the clap down. Boo is facing. He's got some military, but he's just not in a position to deal with these freaking crossbows.
Yeah, 8 scouts. That's 10 or 11 scouts now. He just needs to keep repositioning his economy, but he's losing villagers.
New TC on the way down near the gold and the wood at the back, so he'll be fine, maybe. Or at least that's what I thought he was doing, but the vills are just sort of running away.
This is painful. Oh, and ballistics has come in for the mole. He rushed fast ballistics with 13 crossbowmen in the back of Boo's base. This is disaster.
This is absolute disaster. There's been pressure onto Big Fancy Baby. King Boo has been absolutely nerfed.
Oh, he's going to find the gold as well.
He's
He
not
could
even
just camp here.
He's not even up to castle. I thought he was, but no.
Oh god, yeah. He's got 23 scouts though. 23 scouts are going to come in on this. I'm going to quickly look around and see what else is happening. Mel is raiding with spearmen on Sloane's stone. Okay. Gray has had problems facing up against Boo, in fact. Boo was the one that had a bunch of problems. Knights are now out in the field for both the Teutons and the Saracens.
Sloane's gonna boom like
gonna be interesting.
Like it's absolutely absurd. 3 TCs up. Red's already on 3 TCs as well. Humans are doing human things.
Yeah.
Like it's looking really good for Mole, AC, Sarlacc, and Sloane.
Yeah, it does. What's
Castle drop on the way down?
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, Sloane dropping a castle right on the front of King Boo's 1 TC.
Oh god. Could be.
It's messy.
I'm at 27:20. I don't know how far I.
Oh, I'm at 28:39.
Okay, give me like 2 secs. I'm gonna try it.
I joined the game after you did.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm streaming. My PC's going a bit slow. That's fine.
That would be it.
You can see it on the stream anyway and match it. Oh, this could be interesting though. So now that the outside is opened, Boo is going to send his 21 scouts all the way at the top. All the way around. Or all the way around the bottom even. And Mel's just raiding with pikemen as Indians. I mean, go for it. Get the idle time. Oh yeah, I see the castle now. That's wild.
Love the Hutzpah.
And then more crossbows coming in. They're going to pressure on Big Fancy Baby as the Teutons. And he does have some knights building up, but he does have the first armor and the second attack, so they're not too bad. Just needs to get proper farming. He can go up, which he's nearly got now, and then go heavy all in. Oh, these pikes survived. So much idle time for Sarlacc here. Worker efficiency, let's have a look. Worker efficiency 30% for the Chinese player. But they're doing a castle drop on Mel's face. That's going to push her off. Well, the berries and everything. I guess the stone. And yeah, she's just going to wall behind. I'm guessing this is stone wall. Yeah, fair enough.
They're in such a rough position.
Yeah.
Adding to that is...
Boo's made it in.
He has made it in. And over on the right-hand side, he manages to get through the stone walls before they finish coming up. So we'll at least be able to put a bit of pressure on to AC. AC doesn't notice.
What's going on here? Mel's going full pikes. I don't understand it, but it's kind of annoying things. I think she's actually preventing the castle drop almost from happening.
Annoying things. Look over on that right-hand side right now. He's mopping up the entire TC of AC.
This is
The whole
nasty.
thing is gone.
Oh, AC. He's
AC
too busy
hasn't
with
noticed.
He's too busy in the
He's losing-
centre.
His business finally notices.
Oh my god. That's disgusting. Yeah, AC will probably grab all the relics, although, again, he's trying to think and figure out too many things at once. And this castle is going to go down. There's 10 villagers here. I think Boo knows this is coming in. Can he block it? I don't know. Just going to try and take out the vills, and he is finally getting to castle aid. So this is... He doesn't mind losing the scouts. Oh my words. How many has he lost? 18 villagers he's lost. That is disgusting.
Like, that was messy. That was really, really messy.
Oh man, AC just laughs. And so does Boo. I mean, goodness.
It's the only positive that Boo's got was that he managed to get a bit of damage onto AC.
Very true.
Mole, AC, Sarlacc, all in pretty good positions, even with the damage onto AC. I think AC's fine.
It is
Fourth
good.
PC
It's not
on the
as
way
good
down for
as
Sloan.
it was a moment ago, though. Like there was movement with Siege coming in front. There was Knights and Crossbows going in on Big Fancy Baby. I mean, they've kind of just stalled out a little bit.
I mean, there is 100, not 100,
Knights. Yeah, Knights
50
come
mil
back.
difference between the two teams.
True.
Double the military, near enough.
Most of it's Ryder. I don't understand why Ryder isn't building bills. He's kind of forgotten how to play right now.
Yeah, you're saying forgotten how to play, as if he knew in the first place.
That's so cruel. So cruel. And still, Boo's still being annoying with the 2 Scout Cavalry that survived. My game
This
is
is
aggressively getting slower now. I'm just going to make sure that this isn't...
a great team play from them. Like I really like what they've managed to do. The Mole there is not a chance in hell he's 1400. Like
he's
like,
played well.
He played really well, considering he effectively faced up against King Boo directly. Like they went in, and Mole came out not necessarily on top. I think if there was the 1v1, Boo would still slap this. It's not like he's in full try-hard mode, but
I'm still questioning. Okay, she has got a few camels, but I feel like she's very unsure what to do as Indians. His current strategy has been build pikemen and camels, which camels will be good, especially going late in the game, as AC is building camels and knights. Like, right now it's this ball of crossbows that they've got to worry about.
Ryder's like, I'm scared, and he's the only one not being attacked.
Well, it's not just capture age each ram, it's the fact that we're in a 4v4 team game on capture age as well. Like, it's trying to render it in the background as well as here.
It's so many programs open with capture age as well. Capture age plus the game, plus the streaming, plus if you've got, are you using Chrome to do?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of Chrome windows open. Yeah.
Chrome's a RAM eater. Chrome will be taking as much memory as as the game. It's absurd. Plus Discord. Like, there's a lot of processes going on.
Thankfully, when it comes to LAN, the capture age and the game will be on a completely separate computer.
Yeah.
Same with most of the cameras and all that manner of things. So I'll have to live with this for the moment, but going towards the tournament, we'll have it on a different PC. It's quite slow, especially when.
I could send you my screen instead of.
Yeah, it's always an option.
Instead of my camera, if you ever needed.
Right. Yeah.
I'm also rocking Capture Age, so we're good. Paid versions as well, because I'm terrible with money.
You can just switch to in-game too. Yeah, I suppose that is the other option, isn't it? I wonder whether my age-old. I made ages ago an overlay which captured certain parts of the screen. Like, we didn't get all the data from Capture Age, but we kind of
I remember you
mushed
doing that.
together Capture Age and DE when the performance was really bad.
I still have that. I genuinely, I still have that. It saved.
What? Monday? What's going on here? Ryder's just like, I'm scared.
Oh god, it really has slowed down for you.
Because you mentioned that a while ago.
You ended up another 4 minutes behind me after I just let it catch up.
Yeah. You might be better off just watching the stream at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the people that just rejoined the Discord chat, you just chill for just 3 minutes until we catch up to where you are.
Yep. Thankfully, this is not sudden death, so Boo isn't in any danger of being knocked out in a moment. Oh, yet another. Oh, that's so sneaky. So castle down at the back from Sarlacc after such a terrible mid-game. He put a castle near the back and has now secured the gold on the outside.
These consistent castle drops have been really, really strong.
That isn't the gap there, right? So he must have gone through here? I suppose he must have gone through the gap way in the back where Mole had put his and managed to get a TC at the back there. But of course now he has his gold anyway from this side too. And Mel's just going to secure the back here. Yeah, I don't think so.
There's definitely not a gap there.
It's probably worth me also checking just quickly whether I've got graphics. I haven't got the advanced DLC enabled either. Isn't that? That's good to know.
Same.
Back here. Okay, she's going to mop up some knights from Teuton's Big Fancy Baby. Another TC going to go down. Yeah, he should be able to get that down. It's just this board at the front here. They need to add in some siege though. They're so busy making units that without any siege workshops anywhere to be seen. The only one I know of is this one, which is AC's, and that's almost dead. Like, where are the siege workshops here? Siege? Anyone? No one. Absolutely no one.
There's a chat code called "My CPU can handle it." I want this because that makes the 1,000 population limit. I think it's that one. I don't think I have that because I haven't actually done any of the challenges.
Well, quite possible.
In a long time. Oh, that's so disappointing.
I think this game's over. Boo's trying to go elephants into this ball of 34 crossbows. I mean, it's going to do okay, but not great. And Boo's just really struggling now. 67 villagers. And if you look on the other side, 84 and 103, and 2 players, Sloan and the Mole, both going up to Imp.
I mean, struggling now is...
Oh yeah,
I think
it's been a
struggling
while.
for a while. It's just such a solid play as a team. AC, Mole, Sloan, Sarlacc all played this really well together. The castle drops were good on the right-hand side. Yes, AC absolutely flubbed it and completely missed half his eco being wiped out, but it didn't knock him out of the game. And then there was Mole playing pocket really well, decent aggro, and Sloan boomed. So all in all, I think that Mole, AC, Sloan, and Private Sarlacc, I would rate them if they were playing as a team. Like,
very good.
Tony. Love it.
Yeah, right. This is much better. I switched over to using the game itself.
Look at how smooth that is.
I know, that's much smoother.
Also, hi Mel.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Ryder's playing on apparently, but
that's what Ryder does.
That's what Ryder does. Resign idiot, Big Fancy Baby says.
Yeah, I can talk now. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
We're dead.
Hi team. I would like to say I didn't get an attack notification, but that's probably a lie.
I mean, it was an absolute massacre.
I went back over.
Absolute
The thing is,
massacre.
I didn't need any. I was Saracens. Who needs eco?
True.
My excuse is that I've never played that map before in my life, so...
You
had interesting comp there, Mel. I liked the spearman rush.
Go spears. So I was like, okay, that's all I do.
One purpose of life, build spears.
I was very proud of myself that I turned up at Boo's base just as he was finishing walling. Hello, Boo.
Well, he went through your walls just as you were finishing walling too.
Yeah, I know. He got me back. He got me back. Also, Ryder does do something. If you have a look in the middle of Mole's base now, Ryder's popped up to say hello.
Mole's base?
Yeah.
Where?
A little bit further up, left, and maybe more Sloan's. He made a
what?
The yellow bit on the map.
Oh, there. Oh, the siege tower. Very nice. I mean, that is very Ryder thing to do. It's lovely.
Just at the end, he was just going for, that was him coming to say hi.
Yeah.
Toot.
Oh my goodness. There we go. GG's. Very nice. Oh, Tom's disappeared from the video.
Well, basically, we couldn't see either you or Mel particularly there, so I thought I'd delete my face so that at least chat could see something.
Yeah, I do need to.
People don't need to see me. It's fine.
This is.
Your face adds far more to the stream than mine does. It's confirmed. As much as Huggy G might want to see my face, nobody's subscribed to this. Let's be honest.
I subscribe to it, Tom.
I think you might be in the. I think I might actually still have like 2 Twitch subscribers, which is bemusing because I haven't streamed.
160 kills and 49 deaths. Ouch.
I know. I did mine on purpose. I'm very proud.
Nice. Oh, you were 3 off in both categories, though. My goodness. But yeah, that was very good. And the mole carrying in this game too. We need to find a way to nerf that dude. We need to nerf him.
Mole is a beast. We played a team game the other day with me, him, and a guy called James, and we beat a 2K2, a 1900, and a 1600. And
damn.
Mole's a bit of a beast. He needs to get his 1v1s on before the tourney, I think.
I was going to say, like, he's a 1400 1v1. And
that's not right.
No.
Like, I want to know what his alt account is. Before it's actually fucking Squeaker just pretending.
I mean, it does happen. Like, I've tanked down to nearly 1300 again, and I'm still pretty comfortably, like, team game, I think. But
I'm under 1100 at the moment, and it's glorious.
Oh, now those are some games I want to come.
There's the dreamy games. Under 1100 is the place to be.
That's where I stay. As soon as I go over 1100, I'm like, oh, okay, let's just stop this now.
It gets difficult then, doesn't it? Like, it's not.
Let's see in chat. How many people in chat are below 1100? Let's see how many we've got
I know
around.
I know Vorion is.
Go away, Boo. Shut up.
Boo is under 1100.
Vorion's, yeah,
right.
I know Vorion.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
See how good to see Easy AI. I did see you lose to it the other day.
One of the last times I played against the AI, I played against the medium AI, and I was just trying to be chilled, and I lost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
I can beat extreme. I can beat extreme. I don't know what I did wrong.
You can't beat medium.
The medium is like...
I do agree, Vorion, on the team game Elo. I think it's also the only way it would work is if you were only playing with people who were your 1v1 Elo, then you could get a representative. But it just conceptually doesn't work. So,
like, what's your main account Elo? That's the main question. Not whether you've got a Smurf that's under 1100. We're talking about like skill level here.
I can be chilling at about 1300 the last time I saw Ike.
Yeah, but he's around the right sort of arena here. I'm just wondering if we manage to get enough lower level players, we could do like a low level lobby. Cool.
Into Vivi, the fun side, I have had some good team game Elo, team game games against. So I got to Castle Drop Vinch on Nomad a while back. Played Tato on Amazing Forest.
I peed into Tato with Paradox and Zupa. That was a fun game.
Oh, nice.
We didn't last very long.
Oh.
He was very nice though. He's very kind, is our Tato.
He's a wholesome individual.
He is
800 1v1, nice.
Hold on, does that mean that this is the first show match? Alistair versus Ryder show match, let's go.
Oh my god, it'll never end.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem.
That's a donation incentive. If people don't donate enough, we will do a show match between Ryder and Alistair.
Just subject everyone to it.
I'd be down for like a 2v1, but like me and Mel, or like against Boo.
I don't think Boo could beat us both.
I think we could have a good go. I think we could have it on something like Arabia.
Something open.
Arena wouldn't want
Maybe
it, really.
Arabia. Yeah, Arabia. Yeah. Something open. Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps.
I'm going to set another lobby up, guys. There's quite a few people.
Bunch of people.
If people want to play games.
Could we do could we rig it so that there was like 2 high level players on the flanks and 2 noobs in the middle?
Yeah, if there's so it's kind of alright if you've got too like high. It doesn't really matter if like the team games are not.
Right.
Word smell. As long as there's 2 high level players on either side, it's kind of chill.
Right. Yeah.
I will happily face off against Boo, because the one thing which will help about that is Boo will only try and kill me.
Yeah, I'll try and kill you with style.
We can just try and balance it again. It's chill. What map do we want to play?
Well, let's go back to the pool. So Beach Fight, Cape Storms, Chaos Pit, Dry River, Gold Rush, Golden Swamp, Hideout Islands, and Land Madness.
I want to see Dry River.
Yeah, I've not seen Dry River before, and that one looks like it should be quite a nice separation for team games in some ways. Like you have one team on each side. That might be a.
Basically, Dry River or Beach Fight. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm down for that.
Right, I'm just looking at the maps now to try and learn them very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, get to know them a little more.
Right. I'm stepping away for a second. I will be back to continue this high quality casting, honestly. And also
I'd just suggest for the next one as well, just do it in game casting. Capture Age struggles a little bit when there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. We can have a play with. There's a few tricks to.
I made the window smaller, but.
Yeah,
I used to run it at the regular game at 240p whilst I was using Capture Age, and then it's the worst thing is when you then go and play. You're like, oh, I'll just queue a ranked game.
Yeah.
And you load in, and it just booms up to the size of your thing, and you're like, wow, there are 12 pixels on my screen right now.
Yep.
I'll keep rocking Capture Age in case anybody wants any of the nerdy Capture Age stats, so we can still have them. But I'll sync us up.
Let's see if there's any.
I feel like you could do a double away round, and you could have if Tom did Capture Age, and no, maybe that's. I don't know whether it's the running of Capture Age or whether it's just another thing. But
well, team game performance isn't great even in spectator.
Yeah,
to some degree, and especially with Capture Age open as well.
I suppose if you had somebody on Capture Age and that streamed to Discord, which you then, or you had an input from or something.
I've also got the option of I do have a second PC behind me that I could use potentially. And that's what I'll probably be doing during the tournament broadcast is use that PC for Capture Age and my main one for the stream, or the other way around potentially actually.
Same password, Mel.
Yeah, same password. Still wholesome Discord fun times.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Paradox is in.
Oh, damn.
Cool. Right, well, we've got 2 more spots left, guys. So hop in. I'm going to be right back 2 seconds.
Sure.
Because I want a glass of wine, to be honest. But yeah, I'll just be 2 minutes.
Fair days.
You can all enjoy my background.
Mel is on it. Again, guys, if you've got any questions about Land Madness or any of the team, if you want to know about Grandy's grooming routine because of that beautiful.
I was going to say, where were you going with this? You say the next word, please.
I was going to say, he's renting a van.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I am renting a van.
How long did it take you to sort of decide on a facial hair style, Grandy?
This is the only way it goes.
Is it?
There is no other way. It doesn't go beyond I mean, it does go a little bit here and slightly off to one side. One side. Yeah. But the rest of it, that's all it does. And I've been tempted to get rid of it multiple times. So it's entirely plausible that by the time that Madness comes around, I won't even be there.
Because I feel like I've got to. I can beard up, but for Land Madness now, I'm like, what's a good? I need to go for a pirate beard.
Oh yeah,
I might do
pirate
it.
beard would be good. In fact, yeah, I suppose this would suit a pirate theme.
It does. I was
it
like,
does
it's quite Antonia Banderas in Zorro.
Oh dearie me. I'll take that though. I'll take that.
Hey.
Left face half shaved. What?
Are you going to use Microsoft servers or get a dedicated in-house LAN server for the event?
The latter does not exist, I'm afraid. There was a potential for having a LAN cache, which for those that don't know what that is, it's like anytime Steam downloads a game, it goes off and kind of intercepts that on the network and provides like a local version of it. So as soon as one person has downloaded a recent patch of a game, it saves that and then serves it up to other people that ask for it. We're not sure whether we're going to need that. I'm not sure we're going to have that, because I mean, pretty much everyone's going to be playing one game anyway, and everyone will have that installed to begin with, so it's probably not needed.
And also the internet at the venue is crazy good.
Yeah.
So
LAN doesn't let spectators, I think. I'm not sure it exists in D.
Apparently there's a LAN tab, but I've never. Yeah.
Didn't know that. It exists. Huh.
200%.
Damn.
I don't see this
How are we doing
LAN
on the...
tab that they speak of.
Do you know what? I feel like if we do 3v3 here, this would probably be fairer, because Boo will be able to swing more.
How many have we got in the lobby right now?
There's 6.
Sitting on 6. We've got 2 spaces.
Okay.
Should be alright.
While I might be drunk, Ryder, I can see what I am drinking.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
tempted
it's
to
going
get
to be
a drink myself now. I've got cider in the fridge.
Oh, yes, please.
I do have a Heineken, but I'm not drinking at the moment, so it's a Heineken Zero. Feel sorry for me.
Oh,
Oh
we
my
feel
god,
sorry
that's
for you.
depressing.
And also, just for Vorion behind me, I've got bottles and bottles of nice whiskey.
See, we're drinking Prosecco now because I'm classy.
That's fancy. I've got red wine.
Hey.
Oh, we're wine buddies. That's nice.
Hey.
I just went and got wine. Thanks to Mel as
Romanian
well.
Red wine.
It's a paradox.
Oh,
I'm on the rosy though.
I'm gonna have a small whiskey. Fuck it.
All right, fair enough. If we all go in, I'll go too.
Give me a minute.
Cool. What's the variance on teams? That's actually incredibly close.
Yep, only 5
that's what,
between it.
Yeah, so
Which is kind of funny.
that'll be fine. Do we force team positions? I just go random. I think we just go random. It'll be
Random.
It'll be what it'll be. Yeah. It is balanced by elo. If the team game elo or the 1v1 elo is correct, it's balanced because it just goes and
Unless the mole is there.
adds it together and divides it by 3.
And I have my drink of choice, which is Thistly Cross. This happens to be a strawberry cider version.
Strawberry cider. He's a berry cider boy.
Oh, no, not berry cider boy. Not the usual berry ciders. It is strawberry cider, but it's not the usual berry ciders. It's not ridiculously sweet like the other one.
No, they are obnoxious. I can't do them. I'm a cider girl myself.
You wouldn't mind this, I'm telling you.
I will take that as a rating.
Yeah, I'll bring it to LAN.
Please do.
Fine.
Please do.
Cider
I'm going
boxes.
to have a small glass of Mackmyra Svensk Rock Swedish single malt.
Interesting.
I
I know nothing about whiskies other than the ones that my brother drinks. Like, my experience of whiskies has been very limited.
Yes, like the sound of Swedish single malt.
Oh, it is delightful. They
Swedish.
I mean, they talk absolute rubbish on a lot of them, but
They always do. That's just a whiskey thing.
yeah, it is.
Subtle
Mackmyra.
oak hints.
Though it is 46.1%, so I'll only have a little one.
Damn.
I mean, admittedly, it's cask strength, so
It looks exactly like the kind of thing that you could buy on Amazon.
it really is not. Oh shit! Sorry, coming.
I'm okay, thank you.
Do we want to do team positions and then at all?
Yeah,
or
put the... I don't know. What's the ELO range like? How many people are
well,
doing ELO?
if we do, oh,
Well, I'm not sure it really matters on Dry River because it's kind of like it's just
a bit more spread out.
yeah, it's like lines of people on each side.
Good luck, have fun, everyone.
Does that mean the lobby's going live now? I'm guessing it does. I'm getting an invalid match ID on mine.
I'm letting I'm letting Ginger drink so much.
So that he wakes up in France. Yeah.
Oh.
Is anyone else? I can't seem to open the...
I can't seem to find it either.
Yeah, is spectators disabled? The game is running, right? Have they gone?
They've all left us.
Oh, they've left.
No. Oh, no, I've got it. It came back.
It came back. Alright, let me try that again then. No, I've got invalid match ID. I'm gonna try through the...
I'm posting it in the chat again with the 1 and everything.
Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, I found it in the Spectate Games list. Yeah, I changed it to the 1, but... Oh no, that is a different match ID than the one that was posted not very long ago. Okay, whatever. Whatever. We're getting in there. Alright. Oh, this side is so good. It's been so long since I had it.
I'm so jealous. I love a good cider. At the same time, I'm having a lovely Prosecco. Thank you, Jess. Carver. That's the same thing. What's the difference between Carver and Prosecco? Carver's Spanish. Okay, same shit.
Fair enough. Recent events. Let's have a look at recent events real quick. In fact, is this join? It's low. Okay. Bunch of people have followed. Nice. Let's have a look. So from today, Sloan, Banstanak, AC, Paradox, Ginger, Loop, Dr. Loop, Noop, Primaris, Piggy, Big Bolt, Ike, and Soltu have all followed, which is cool. That's a fancy glass. It is a fancy glass.
It is a fancy glass. I am a fancy. Are you in the game?
Oh, it's just gotten in. Like, just gotten in.
Cool.
Yeah, and capture age is up, and we're going in. Now, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
Pause for a while you catch up.
We're in, and it's caught up. I'm at 30 seconds, in fact. Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting TC positions. I did not expect that.
I'm at 3 minutes 19.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know why that took so long.
That's the delay that it's giving you. Oh, well.
Yeah, goodness.
It's alright. I'll match myself up with the stream when it gets there.
Sure. Yeah. Where's Sheep? Ryder's running where she was. Oh, I see. So Mel got a few sheep for Ryder and has lovingly put them over. But it's interesting positions here. They're all very, very close together. So Mel's going to actually be quite restricted, I'd say that. But also, look how much res is at the back here for her. She's basically got 2 main goals right next to her to grab. Which is quite nice. I suppose that one's must be... Who's spec cheating? I'm here. We're watching. Don't understand why he would think someone else. But anyway, so in on the blue, pink, and yellow is Mangamel, King Boo, and Ryder. And on the opposite side, we have Paradox, the Mole, and AC. Oof.
Is this actually... Is this fair?
I'm not sure this is fair, and it's actually similar to last game.
Yeah.
Like,
I might have wanted to swap Paradox and Mel round, maybe?
Or Ryder and AC, perhaps?
Yeah.
That maybe. So this is going to be a tough one. We'll see whether... I mean, I think this is going to be a slightly more normal map. You don't have the cutting to the outside, so I think Ryder's going to be a bit more within his element than normal. And even Mel, too. I think Mel, as she was saying in the break, is a bit unsure about Chaos Pit. Not used to that as a setting.
This is a lot of fucking fish on this map.
Holy crap, yeah. Does anyone go Indians? Nobody went Indians.
This is a lot. Can you build? Can you build on this?
I am not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
And also, can you...
I think so.
I don't think you can float demos on this, right? Like, this is not...
I don't know.
Oh,
one of you guys who are playing right now is going to have to try this if you're listening. Going to have to try it. I mean, what's going... Mel? Earth to Mel. Come in, Mel.
There we go. Both Boo. Folwark coming up.
Oh, yeah, of course.
If anything, the Folwark's a little bit of a nerf right here because of its size. It's
yeah.
harder for it to fit into decent places.
Yeah. holes though. Ellie here. Okay, so Mel didn't know where the elephant is, and Ryder found it for her. Oh, that's nice. She's gonna now scout it. That's adorable.
Not a great elephant lore for Paradox to the north.
Yeah.
Not a great
Didn't kill it
elephant
with
lore for AC either.
Oh no, just push away at the very last moment. Unfortunate.
Much
Going
better
out
for
here.
them all.
There's a scout fight going on between Boo and Paradox. Oh, and Boo's winning by a country mile. I think. That's any other factor? Yep. The Paradox has lost his scout, but it does have a good mill. It does have a very nice mill. What's going on here? Attempt is going to be made. No? Okay, it's not. Oh! No! Oh, Mel.
Did
She
Mel
garrisoned the Ville to save it, but then she ungarrisoned it immediately, and it went straight in front of the elephant. And it died.
that's so unfortunate.
Oh, that's such pain. My goodness. I do kind of like the way that Ryder's walling up so early. I mean, they're going to be quite restrictive walls as the game goes on, because there aren't many wood lines, really.
I mean, when you're saying that you like the way that Ryder is walling up.
Well, for Ryder's sake. For Ryder's own survival sake, I like the way that he's walling up. It's not the best walls in the world, but...
Ryder hasn't gone forward to take any of the forward food.
I don't think he knows it's there, and
At
his team
all.
is not telling him.
He's just fully invested into having 7 on sheep, and not even taking the sheep particularly efficiently.
Yeah, he needs to just wait till the next one. Like, how much food is left on this? 16 food. What is going to happen next? Everyone watches Spirit of the Law video, right? If it's 3 tiles away, they'll lure it in. Nah, he brings it in manually. It was actually a really interesting video. That was something I never knew was in the game. Have you watched
Spirit
it?
of the Law has been consistently revolutionising the game for me. It's amazing. The things that I know from Spirit of the Law videos is absurd. Like, so you know that the Ethiopian faster firing archers only kicks in with the second arrow, right?
The second arrow?
Yeah, so the first arrow is exactly the same speed as any other thing. Doesn't fire faster for the first arrow. It's only in consistent fight. So if you stand ground with your Ethiopian archers in a fight,
right,
the first arrow is the same speed as the opponent's. So in micro situations, they're not any better than.
Oh, I see. Like, so if they both walked to each other and shot, they would shoot at the exact same time.
Exactly.
Which is fine. That makes sense, I think.
And then it's the second arrow is then faster. And so in prolonged fights, the Ethiopians are way better, but in micro fights, they're completely equal. It's such a small thing, but I only know that because of Spirit of the Law, and it genuinely affects how you play in the early game. Because if you think
you have
you're getting
control, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to control attack moves, which these days is kind of the staple anyway, I suppose. Is he going for a goth stable, which I guess isn't too bad.
When he eventually reminds himself to click it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, nah, I won't build it anymore.
The dude was busy fighting a crocodile, alright? Give him a break. It's fine. But everyone's going up at fairly reasonable times. Again, as we were saying right at the start, okay, that's Boo's scout finally gone. Who's going to win out of this fight? Yeah, Mel's got the upper hand there.
I am pretty confident, Varian, that the Ethiopians doesn't help when you're one-shot microing. I am very confident in that. And if I get proved wrong, then everything that I know about the game is completely wrong, and I'll eat my word.
Yeah.
But I am pretty sure about that. I am a nerd.
Okay.
Jess, am I a nerd? Jess says I'm a nerd.
I mean, I can answer that. We're here. We're nerds. It's fine.
Well, I mean, Varian, you've been playing the game longer than I have, so you would know.
Does that make him more of a nerd?
Possibly.
Debatable.
Like, both me and Varian have been playing the game at the same level
Right.
for a very similar amount of time. Yeah, between shots, but your first shot.
Oh no, that's terrible. Man.
Doesn't. Your first shot isn't faster. It's only from the second shot onwards. So if you're doing move shot, it doesn't help you.
That is going to be a dead initial scout, but fine. Boo once again going for his scouts. I mean, he did well with them last time, so I guess he's feeling confident on them.
Ryder finally goes forward for the...
I know. He's already being poked at, though. He's so late going to it that he hasn't got the walls. Kind of just needs to get a wall across there. It's a fairly defendable position, to be fair. Oh, here comes the big boy. Big boy's set his sights. Ah, but the pokey boys. He's on it. He knows. What's going on in the centre here? Oh, it's just a massive fight of scouts. There are a couple of spears mixed in here. Actually, I think... Let's see, is the mass enough here? I don't think it is. Yeah, Mel and Boo are going to have to go back. And the moles come in with archers too.
AC will get this power up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm way behind that already.
I keep pausing.
Yeah.
I keep pausing.
Yeah, this is what happens. I'll have to offload the streaming bit to my other PC for next stream minute. That way I can run CA on here and not have to worry. That should run much better. So a note for next time. Oh goodness, look how many he's got on Shorefish here. 17 people on Shorefish. Tons. It is a shame that you won't be able to use the farm bonus around the forward, but yeah, this tower is definitely going to go up. Ryder still living his best life, just fishing freely. And yeah, this is actually, as towers go, what does it really deny? I guess it denies future fish, but that's about it. It's more this blob of archers you have to worry about. Yeah. Mel's actually...
So much damage. The Vills do run though.
Mel's lost 11 though. 11 Vills killed.
This
lost.
is going sort of the way that we expected it though.
A little bit. Oh, and the scouts as well on Boo. Painful. Meanwhile, back at home, I mean, these guys are saying that Ryder was living his best life, but this is comfy. Comfy living back here. For the Mole, Paradox, and AC. Everything's out on their front lines and not having to worry about it at all.
Honestly, if Paradox had invested a little bit more into walling, they'd be completely fully team walled. Compared to like Ryder, who has walled himself off from everybody else because
yeah, it's a nice little arrangement he's got there.
I love his extra piece of walling to stop his opponent from potentially getting to that one piece of stone. It's a completely unnecessary bit of wall. Tiny thing, but it doesn't matter.
No. Mel's really struggling now. She's been taking off the food at the front, and now she's got... that's just two more villagers right there. She can't get back to that wood line. She's got to go somewhere else. I mean, Boo's base is just kind of open for the taking as well. So I would expect them all to go around there, to be honest. There's not much else to take in Mel's base, really. Oh, and even being picked off by AC as well. Pain. Just pain. Boo's selling a ton of stone for gold. Interesting.
AC throws his scouts into Mel's TC.
Oh, yeah. So they do. I mean, almost getting the kill.
But it's such a huge score difference between these two.
Deaths. She's on 12 villagers.
Yeah,
12.
Hit so hard.
Yeah.
She lost so much at the front.
Yeah, that was crazy.
When Ryder has a Vill lead, it's...
Ryder has double the Vills, over double the Vills of Mel. That's painful, man. Painful.
Castle Age on the way for Boo, but Castle Age on the way for Mole, Paradox, and AC.
All the others, yep. And so I could see one coming up somewhere in the centre here, maybe, or maybe just going straight in the back of their base. I mean, you could put a castle down here and take out all of the back golden stones. if they really wanted to. There's nothing really stopping them. Right, it is going to increase his walls, though.
Paradox can dive in on the stone. Like, it's open, but he's just running past it instead. Like,
Yeah, he's going around the back. Don't know what he's doing it side here. I don't know what his scouting's like, really. Well, not that great.
In regular game, this is where you just sort of call it right.
I'm surprised they haven't, to be honest. And with Mel, with now 14 villagers. Let's see. How's her? Yeah, she's struggling Ville to Ville. Like, she's got 3 on food right now. She needs to get someone on that.
But don't tells me everything I need to know.
But yeah, Boo's having the time of his life, just going full scouts like he did last game. But yeah, Crossbow's going to come in for the Mole and AC, the Mole and Paradox even. And yeah, this game is not looking great. Even scouts are back here, but Ryder's doing okay.
I think you can talk now.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
Oh, they've already joined in.
They are all here.
Mel, I've got to ask, what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
Bad things happened.
Bad things.
I missed it.
We had a rough feudal age in there, my friend. We had a rough feudal age.
22 villager deaths.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got my whole eco towered / archered /
I'm gonna literally go back already just to go and watch this because the game is over already. So this is Eco KD. When does it all happen? Because I know it happened quite fast.
Oh, it happened when the tower went up on my my everything. Basically, that was my whole food eco.
It's the savagery of Mole again.
GG's, guys. GG's.
GG.
It's pain.
Yeah, it's difficult.
With what Mole being Mole, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn Smurf. It's ridiculous. I hope Mole needs to come to the LAN, and Mole needs to play in the tournament. Why is he not signed up to the tournament?
Eco. Yeah, they're about to have a very short lifespan.
That bit was rough. When that happened, Mole went, "Oh no! Oh no!"
It was very sad. It was very, very, very sad. I was just like, well, shit. There we are.
Was that you're in? Did he actually get the entire eco here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know where I was running.
Yeah, running in a different direction. Oh my
I
goodness.
should have split them up.
God. Oh God.
It's a massacre. It's a massacre.
It gets worse because then they just wander in. Ryder has an interesting play style. I know he's low elo, but there were some interesting choices.
I mean, he was very late to go forward here.
It was the fact that at the end of the game, we had a look and we just saw a yellow line going around your entire base.
Yeah, he did eventually build the team walls for everyone, but he was very slow to build them.
You were secure.
Ryder's strategy was hide himself from everybody else on the map, including his own team.
I sacrificed everything.
Yes.
It didn't work.
You were the sacrifice.
Yeah.
So look at the end of the game then. Military, yeah, that's about what I thought. When we launched, we were going, is this really fair teams?
It's as fair as it can be. Like numerically, it's fair, but it's always rough when there's that much of a gap. Like
that's because Mole's a Smurf.
Well, it was basically the same teams from the last game, except with one less player on each team, almost. Like very similar.
I did like the map though. I did think the map was cool. I liked
it was interesting
stuff on it.
Nobody went Indians though, which was kind of funny.
We randomed.
We
did random.
Always random.
You got to random in team games.
That makes sense.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this in a tournament setting.
1v1.
It's a great map for team games. Like I really like it for the team element of it, but I'm very much looking forward to it in 1v1.
1v1, you start a lot closer to the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised how close together like you spawned in the team game setting. Like you were very close together. Like Mel had two main golds and a main stone, like in one tiny little area right behind her.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But those are the maps you can see on screen right now. Gold Rush, Golden Swamp Hideout. Land Madness. Land Madness, of course. We couldn't not put Land Madness in. But yeah. Awesome. What next? I'm kind of itching to play one, to be honest.
Oh,
I'd
do
be down
it.
to
If
actually
you
play
want, if you want to play, I'll cast.
I'll host them.
You'll host. Good stuff.
The only
If we
thing
can get,
is-
if there is anybody a bit higher elo, sort of lurking.
Mm.
I know Vorion's a bit higher. We get a couple. Like I'm always happy to be against Boo. Like I'm not going to set this up as some kind of feud because if I'm honest, he'll spank me. But
Yeah.
You know it.
I mean, so far, Boo has lost every single
Yeah, I've
game.
lost every game.
We've had a rough
fair,
time, haven't we?
to
I'm
give
sorry,
him-
Boo.
to give him-
I'm doing my best.
I think I'm the lowest elo of the mid elos, so maybe I can dab in.
I'm 1100
I'll
on a good
post-
day.
All right, we can balance.
That's
Roughly.
cool. That's a like for like swap then, Grandy, with
Mhm.
me and you. That's fine.
Mole OP. Plus
No
no.
OP, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to because you have to because millennial. I'm going to post a picture of that wonderful whiskey I'm drinking in the
How do-
Discord. So
Cast this then, if Grandy plays.
With difficulty, I'm not sure we can unless we go onto the same team.
We might be able to. So there's two options for the video ninja thing.
Oh,
Right.
I could receive something, yeah.
So you
Do you
can
want me
receive
to?
it. If I stop streaming, if I stop me and Grandy stops. Oh no, because Grandy needs to see it, right? Ah.
Wow.
Grandy needs to see it.
Well, if
I
Grandy
see my
leaves,
game.
then he won't be able to see you.
Ah.
Well, I've got the OBS preview, but
Because if Mel sends her screen through Video Ninja, then Grandy can.
It's more the sound that's the difficult bit. I mean, you can also send your audio through Video Ninja as well. So perhaps that's the way to do it. Just make sure your microphone and everything's selected on Video Ninja. And then I'll enable that, and I won't hear that locally.
Oh boy, right.
And so you'll just be casting away in some separate channel. I don't know. I think it would only pick up your mic. No, it'll actually pick up the room audio. Think about it. So yeah, you two will be able to cast it, whilst I will ignore my preview on one side and just play.
Okay, I'm gonna let me just see if it works to share my screen. We can do a little bit of a test. But I need to go and find the link again to Pro Streamer, by the way.
And I need to go into the director room, I think.
This is a very exciting test.
Yeah, where's the? It's pinned somewhere. There's lots of pins.
Squeakers should join. There you go. There you go to balance the teams out.
Yeah.
Have some squeak in there.
Wonka.
Screen share with room. Yes. Select screen to share. That one. Yes. No audio source was detected. Oh boy.
Oh, that did interesting. Oh, it's cropping it as well. I need to figure out my way into this. Okay, give me 2
A
seconds.
whole new world.
Is this the right one? I think it's the right one.
Oh, the audio sources.
It's all right. What we'll do is Mel will cast really seriously, and I will make all of the
Oh, I
game
think I've got
sounds
it.
live.
I think I've got it.
Yes, like the Nearly Dark thing. Can you hear and see me, or is that?
Okay, I'm gonna mute Discord and change over to Land Madness room.
Okay.
So now the audio's coming through Land Madness.
Okay. So there's going to be some slight delay.
No, it should come through fine.
Should
I'll
it all
just
be
need to move
synced
into a
up?
different room.
Okay, cool.
and then I'll move into whatever voice chat's needed. I think that will work.
Cool.
It is quite tricky.
Let me...
You need to press the middle
guys, if you could just post in chat when you're starting the game and I can hunt for the lobby.
Varian's in this one. Looks like it might be me, Boo, and AC versus Varian, Mole, and Lube. Alright. I will move into the other channel, and best of luck. I will meet you
good.
so you guys can see it. And
I enjoy casting. Good. Come play. Chores on a Friday. Unbelievable. Wow. Paradox, can you just explain the fact that I helped you find a song which you couldn't find and it was driving you mental and whatever, it was your whole life worth this afternoon, and I fixed it. Exactly. But yes, it's a tune. It's a tune. I can't. It's what is it? Chicane or something? Good. Well, that is a tune. If anybody wants to enjoy some chilled Ibiza house classics. Can't hear anyone except Mel. Is that right? Uh-oh. We should be able to hear Tom and Paradox. That's who I'm talking to. And Mel needs to hide that notification at the bottom. I'm doing it. Hide. Good. I don't know. Okay. Guys, can you still not hear Tom?
How about now?
Can you hear Tom now?
I mean, they might. they can pretend.
Oh, God, no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You've
guys, made it work.
The alignment. You need to go.
God damn it.
You need to leave. People are saying yes, they can hear you.
Okay, what if I do that? Does that fix it? Will it go away? Okay, it's not gone. Fuck. They can hear me, but now they can see me, and that's the problem. No.
You'll just have to type super quick.
Okay, I'm good. Mel's got to cast this solo.
Are you sure?
I'll be here as moral support.
You'll be here as moral support, right? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I'll think. CA should be fine with it. Do you want to hop out the room just because it's kind of screwing the stream? You've just hopped out. Okay, we're back. Good. Okay, so hopefully we should be speccing with CA. Oh, actually, no, I can't do that because failed to start observing match. This match is not observable, guys. Let me just try one more time, but they might have just had spectators tonight. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I might have to hop in Vice and just tell them I've done it with spec off. Come on, guys. All right. Damn it. Let me go and just tell them that they've made it unwatchable. Guys, you've made it unwatchable. They're aware. They're aware. So it's fine. They're going to remake it. It's going to be fine. Oops. We don't want to play ranked. That's stressful. That's stressful. So how's everyone's Friday been? Have we been doing some fun bank holiday shenanigans yet, or just playing Age of Empires and sitting in a dark room like me? Yeah, I was working until 1 o'clock this morning, and I'm off today, and then I'm doing a club night tomorrow, and then I am off on Sunday, Monday, which is a dream scenario, to be honest. Are you actually? Nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. My favourite thing is when somebody asks for an early load-in on a day which I'm not supposed to be in or whatever. And that is my favourite thing, when they don't show up on time. I love it. The tilt was strong. You can't. That's unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable. So, guys, can you guys not hear Tom at the moment? I'm trying to work out in my head as to why this doesn't work. You can. Oh no, Tom. Oh, that's sad. Sorry, you're hearing one side of a #events problems conversation, unfortunately.
Starts. That's fine. I'll be in. It'll mess up the screen for a little bit.
Grandy gave instructions for hearing Tom without seeing him. You have it. Yeah, have another go, and see if we can get it working.
They can see me now until we start, and they can hear me as well. But cool. Has he done? Has he done something? He's done something. He's pinned Mel. Yes. I exist.
You exist, but you're here.
Can you hear me now, chat? Can you hear me now? Oh, this is great.
Dreamy, cool, excellent, good stuff.
Now we can keep.
So we have a co-cast on our hands.
Rant about the events industry properly. Why do they have to make it so hard, Mel?
I don't know. My show was lovely though. It ran without any issues, which is a rarity. So you know what?
That sounds like a lovely day. We take those.
The code. Yeah. Should be that. Oh shit. There's another one. Damn it.
New code.
That is a likely story, to be honest.
Oh, you messed up the last
one. That is what all indications are pointing to at the moment. I
know. King Noob. Oh. #banter. Exactly. Never. I learned that banter was a bad thing. Recently, I went on a management course.
Oh, really?
I was told that banter was bad. I was like, oh. I kind of, yeah. It was an experience. Well, I think everybody should go on a management course at some point in their lives.
I've got a management qualification, I'll have you know.
That doesn't surprise me. You're a real manager.
I'm a manager. That's what I do.
I'm a tech manager. It's what I do, but for technicians. We don't do good.
It's good to learn how to interact with people, though. There were some valuable things I took from it, and it says some things on a piece of paper, which is always good. So, yeah.
You got to get that paper.
I believe there could be still setting things up.
I mean,
I think there's 2 spots left. Do you want to hop in and out and just see where they're at?
Yes.
I'm
yes,
not
I
sure.
do.
I love how it's sharing my whole screen, not just
Have you guys started
as well, so you're all going to see me tapping in and out.
So it's all Grandy's fault. Okay, cool. Thank you.
But Tam's just gone on a mission. Oh,
I checked in with them. Basically, it's all Grandy's fault. They've not started yet.
Okay, let's all blame Grandy.
Exactly. At the same time, I think he went for a quick break.
Okay, that's okay. It's okay. We can do filler content. We're fine.
Full of fillers.
I'm gonna get a game ever so soon.
Do you know how I would? Grandy, but he deserves
Probably.
a break. Honestly, the amount of work that Grandy has put in to Land Madness and to sort of every single tournament that he's worked on,
it is
ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Like all of this, all of the imagery and production and Discord and programming, and it's all Grandy. He's very, very clever, and I don't know how he does it. But I'm not going to question it, and I'm just going to keep appreciating it, to be honest.
Oh, fucking file not found.
Hey, Nillis.
Like I do streams partially for a living, not on my channel, but like setting up events and streaming things. Like I do that. At work I have a very, very professional like theatre stream setup. And the things that Grandy does blows the things that I get paid for out of the water. It's ridiculous.
It's wonderful. It's we're very, very fortunate to have him basically leading the team. Give me.
Okay. He can have my job. He can have it. I almost don't want it.
Okay, guys, we are in game. Goodness me, I have not done this for a while, so we want that. We want all visible on without fog of war. Cool. What the heck is this map?
It's so weird, isn't it?
You start with so many farms. How many farms do you start with? I
12?
can't select them all, please no. 1, 2,
12 farms? Yeah, 12 farms.
12 farms, okay. Wow. I didn't even check which map it was. So this looks like a...
This is Beach Fight.
Beach Fight, yes, thank you very much. Like I'm used to Capture Age, it's been a while. So let's go around and see who we've got in the game. So in the pink, my colour, we have King Boo, and he is playing as the Celts. Then we have Grandy in the blue, who is playing as the Incas. And then in the yellow, we have AC, who is playing as the Sicilians. Lovely. And then on the other team, we have our Smurf, Resident Smurf, the Mole, who is playing as the... Is that Byzantines? Yes. And we've got Dr. Lube in the orange as the Khmer. Unfortunately, not benefiting from the nice farm placement here. Then in green, obviously, we have Vorion. Cool. So they're all split up kind of pretty nicely half and half down the map. It's honestly a really weird start. I don't know a huge amount about this build. Let me get all these right.
It's super messy.
There we go.
I think.
Oh boy.
So part of this map is that. So if you see the right hand and left hand side of the map, every single player can see all of the gold.
Okay. So all of this big
times.
thing with all of the jags on. Yeah.
I've seen other versions of this map where you can also see the north and south, but I think this version is just the 2 golds on either side.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool, to be honest. It looks like quite an aggressive map. Like, all the players seem reasonably close to each other. They're going to have to... I think there's going to be a lot of fighting over the wood in the middle.
Super aggressive.
And it's going to be interesting to see if anyone's going to take advantage of all this hunt in the north and the south.
The fact...
Ah, yes. So you can see here, either side.
The fact that this version of the map has the north and the south not visible, I think is actually really, really massive. Because
so
there are also, I think there's a, is that a Gaia? No, it's not a Gaia mill. Vorion has already...
Yeah, Vorion's making his way down here.
Straight down.
Yeah. So Vorion's obviously knows the map, has figured out that there's some stuff to be had here. And what serve is he? Vietnamese. So Vietnamese is nice, so he should be pinging everyone else's TCs at some point. They've probably got some inkling that they spawn in a circle. But yeah, this does look like a really fun map.
Nilis, you probably can't hear our third friend because he's not in the call with.
Yeah, we've got a very janky setup, and there isn't a way to change the overlay, I'm afraid. We're kind of bodging it together a little bit, so I'm able to cast and Grandy is able to play. So it's done through the medium of screen sharing, sort of. So we're already walling across the middle of the map. Boo's pinging where he's walling to. And we're probably going to try and get some safe wood for everyone here. So wall's coming up as well by Orange. And still just Varian in the south of the map here, making use of all of those zebra. Anybody going up to the top? No one gone up to the top yet.
It's a great team matchup. Like I'm really into this matchup of dudes. Boo against Varian. We've seen how well Mole has done so far.
Exactly.
This is Dr. Lube's debut.
Indeed. So we'll have to
keep
got
an
some
eye on
big
that.
boots to fill.
Absolutely big boots to fill. But at the same time, if we're looking at civs, Celts, Sicilian, and Incas, if that's what they've randomed, I'd be pretty happy with that as a squad. But up against Byzantines, Vietnamese, and Khmer, I love that as a team combo.
I love Biz, Vietnamese, and Khmer. I think we're lucky. If one of these spawned Mongols, holy, that would have been quite something on this map down here. And I think that would make it a whole different game, to be honest. But yeah, these serves, I think they're all right. I think Grandy might struggle a little bit with Incas, but we'll see how we go. So we've got lots of players on the way up to Feudal Age at the moment. Just 2 players remaining in Dark Age still. I think
it's later.
Varian
and Mole. But it's like, is this because Mole is going for a more fast castle build? Like, he's practically walled off. I would firmly believe that Mole is going for that later click up. And for their team, Byzantines, Vietnamese, and Khmer all going for a more castle age play. I could
Grandy just walled for his scout. Yikes. Oh no. And that scout's going to die because that is a feudal age scout. So I think he's just going to try and bring it home. But I don't think he's going to make it. So yeah, we've got some outside walls as well. So we're trying to really be safe here. We're going to have like a little potato of a base, of everyone's base in the middle. Which is super cute.
Take a super cute potato base.
It is a super cute, colourful potato base. Okay, so there is a scout there, which is being signalled. And these walls, I cannot get my head around them. I believe we're pretty much getting walled off. But, this is going to be rough once the scouts start rolling from our Khmer player here. If this team aren't completely walled off. There's 3 on the field already.
It's a bit of a mess from Dr. Lube, though. Like, Dr. Lube has walled off this sort of middle section.
Yeah.
And left
a lot of farms expire here.
It's messy. It's very, very messy.
It is messy. Feels quite all in.
Varian and Boo both on the way up to Castle Age, though, so that's pretty fucking smooth.
That
These
is
guys.
smooth. That is smooth.
It's amazing to see
well, not wild at the moment.
to see how much better Varian has gotten, and he should be better because I remember seeing Varian like 2 or 3 years ago playing in like T90 community games, being the guy that can barely play the game.
Really,
and he's here now.
Yeah,
effectively getting the same click up times as King Boo, who is a 2K player, really.
Yeah.
That
he does have a small advantage of this food all down here. But yeah, no, Varian's super strong. I think he's consistently maintaining 1600 at the moment. Big fan of Frank Man-at-Arms archers. So, oh boy. I just quite 4 scouts there being a pain. 6 scouts there being a big pain. So all these walls, they're not really doing very much at the moment to keep things out because we've got quite a few scoops in there.
It's because they weren't good walls. Like King Boo went so far forward to do his walls.
I know, it was so greedy.
And it
so greedy.
I mean, he defended though. He got the spears. The scouts all died uselessly. Or at least
I know
they did to me. I don't know if they died to you yet.
Yeah, so still just the 2 players on the way up. I don't know what the plan is in Castle Age for Boo. Getting some spears out, probably just to push back these scouts at the moment. Is anybody else thinking about clicking up? Doesn't seem so at this moment in time. But yeah, no, managing to push those scouts back. Ooh, we've got a little bit of drama in the top of the map here for AC. That is a scary amount of archers here. Not managing to do too much damage at the moment. AC managing to wall off towards his TC. So at the moment should just about have access to gold still, I think.
It is very hard.
They do have fletching.
To try and line up our I'm trying to base it off Grandy's stream of your position.
It's really difficult. I'm trying to sit on something for a little bit just before I speak about it, just to try and.
Oh, I think we're bang on now. I think I've got it just right.
Good. It's very weird, isn't it? We'll figure this one out for streams going forward. But yeah, so we've still got these 8 archers and a scout alive heading round to Boo. We've got Ace signalled it. Any more on the way to Castle? No, it's just the 2.
I'm surprised Varian hasn't tried to drop a second TC on this southern food. Like, he's dropped his second TC on the gold in his own base. It seems such a strange move considering the kind of map control that he's gone for.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, this food's going to last the whole game, right? So it's pretty safe at the moment. But I guess if someone gets wise to it, it is very vulnerable to raids. Losing all his knights to pikes there. We've got some forward siege here from Boo. So I think Boo looks to be going with some Huang-esque play, possibly.
Yeah, but the archers are in on his gold to the north.
Well, that's not an ideal situation. And he doesn't have a counter unit to that at the moment. He's just got pikes.
He's not noticed. 3 vills. 4 vills.
I'm in pain.
5 vills.
I'm in so much pain.
This feels familiar. This is like deja vu for you, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and he notices. Oh,
it's so late, though. The damage has been massive. That hits Boo real hard. So good. Mole is a smurf.
Mole is a beast. Mole is a beast. Okay. Any other action anywhere on this map? No. It looks like this is the place to be at the moment. Ooh. A scary amount of archers coming out there from Grandy. He is still in feudal, but hopefully he should be clicking up soon.
It's okay. It turns out Mole's still a noob. He walks his archers into Boo's TC. And they all die just before he hits Castle Age.
Oh boy. Okay, we've all been there.
There we go. It's fine. He's one of us, guys. He's one of us.
Grandy, click up. Please. Please go up. Go up. Go up to cast. Thank you. Okay, cool. Oh boy, there's some more there. Oh, that was a juicy mangonel shot. Oh boy.
It's not got Mole had a lovely time.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he clicked crossbow and bodkin, it went
Everything
real
bad
shit.
started happening. It's very interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting. It's fine.
Oh, we do have some more in at the top there.
He's still got an army, but honestly, he's lost a third of his military mass, and that's not ideal.
AC is about to be in a world of pain, though.
His walls are good. His walls are good. It won't he can't push in too far. If he just throws down a house really quickly right next to the house and wood line, he can't push in at all. But no, Mole backs off very sensibly.
Yeah, so we've got some nice defensive siege here from AC. I think Mole backing off to keep his crossbow mass alive is very wise at this stage. So Mole has moved out, and look at all those TCs. So we've got an orange TC and a teal TC right next to each other, sharing all the gold.
First lot of expansion.
Have you seen Dave's video of it's clicking a Jaguar 500 times or something?
No,
okay.
I mean, I've watched a lot of Dave's videos, but okay, now I've got my auto clicker going, and now I'm clicking a Jaguar 500 times just because I want to know what happens now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's happening is that these Jaguars have decided that one villager
Jaguars are trying to be part of the party.
Oh, God, they're going to get one. It's
God.
close. It's close. Will the Vil die? Oh.
He dead?
He gets one.
Oh,
let's go.
Gaia. Unreal.
Woo, 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 woo.
Everyone, nice try. That? What did I say?
Now, here's the thing: is Grandy is looking for that expansion to the left-hand side himself, but he sent 4 crossbowmen forward to clear out
the things. See, that's smart, isn't it?
He's a clever cookie, is this Grandy? Who would have thought?
He is a clever cookie. Good.
At the same time, Varian, Mole, Dr. Lube, they've been looking pretty good, but it's even. Like, score-wise, it's even. Vilmas is in a little bit of an advantage overall to the Moles team, but not by much. Military mass is a little bit in favour of King Boo's team, but that's mainly trash. So this is still a completely even game between these two squads.
I know, like the score is pretty much bang on at the moment, and we're seeing some like expansion into the side, so we're going to go a little bit late with this one. It does. Oh, that's a really nice mangonel defense there from Varian. So we've got 4 mangonel. Well, no, very temporarily 4 mangonels in defense there. We did lose one straight away, unfortunately. But yeah, Varian should be fine here. He's got eco down in the south. He's looking to move eco across. Oh god, there's a lot of jags there though.
There is a lot of jags. It would have been great if he'd actually managed to secure that hill right next to his base. Like the thing is every single mangonel that he's facing now has an oh, what a sick little hit! Deleted his mangonel to get the kill on Boo's. Really nice.
Beautiful.
Mops them up. Smooth as anything. Varian knows how to play.
Yeah, Varian he knows how to play this game. Oh, what's going on up here then? Oh, we've got another 4 mangonel defense here. Oh boy, that's a scary mass of crossbows. That is 40 crossbows from the Mole here. But that is... So who would win, guys? 4 mangonels or... What is it? What's the Chad crossbow thing?
Chad crossbows.
So, like 4 something mangonels or 40 Chad crossbows.
I mean, it will be the crossbows in this instance.
It will be the crossbows.
But that's only because of their range.
The knights are there as well.
It's a really good team play. They're all down, 40 crossbows in.
And Varion's hit Imp as well. Varian has hit Imp.
Spicy. Is this
What's it going to do with Imp?
Is this going to be the mole's 3rd win of the day?
I think so, you know.
This guy is just absurd. He doesn't overstretch himself. Like consistently, he's playing. It's not defensive. He's just he never throws himself in to a point where he's going to lose.
Yeah, he just takes the smart fights.
It's very
smart fight.
It's very Viper-esque. It is without the micro.
Yeah. Those marginal gains. Yeah, AC at this point. So AC doesn't have a TC outside of his base, I believe. He's got 2 inside of his base. And I can't see any on the gold on the right of the map.
Nobody expanded to the north for the food. Like, so much free food, and nobody took it.
Oh. Nice split set. I'm losing a little bit of health off the crossbow. And Varion's got that hill back as well in the bottom. So what's he doing with his imp? So, we're looking to drop a castle here. We're very housed. We're very housed. And, we're starting to see the issue of not putting a TC in the south because it looks like the vills have been cleared, or at least scattered by boost pikes there. I think they're fine. It's not like there was many vills. I don't think we actually lost anything. The pikes came forward and started attacking a house and did fuck all else. So it's not It's not a big loss. It's not a big loss yet. Yeah. I really want to see more people making use of all this free food, but I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't matter because it's not like Mole took any free food. Mole doesn't give a shit. He's just got just lost a good chunk of his 40 archers though. That was a big mango. Oh boy. Not the end of the world. Shot. Mass is still there, but like this is looking real good for Mole, Varian, and Lube right now. Like Boo's gonna have to do something real special. Yeah, he's gonna have to work some magic here. Grandy's got a decent military mass himself. If AC loses a lot of these vills right here, then that'd be rough. But like Grandy's coming in to try and play defensive. Yeah. Like this is tough. There's not enough military mass from Grandy to deal with the pure mass of Mole. Mole OP, defensive castle on the way. Yeah, castle on the way. That is a panic castle if I've ever seen one. So managed to snipe one of the mangonels. We've got Grandy heavily outmassed here, trying to pick away at this mangonel here. Look at this. Gets a decent shot off there, but ultimately manages to push the impending doom away for the moment. They're in such a rough spot. Like such a rough spot. Nobody's had to really start up trade yet. But yeah, I mean that's definitely something that both teams could be considering right now, if they want. There is still quite a lot of gold on the outside of the map, so I think as long as that's safe, I think they're okay, trade wise. I mean, if I was Mole, Varian, and Lube, why would you bother when you've got such a mass? Imp on the way for so many of the players as well. Yeah. This is rough. But to be honest, though, Boo on the way to Imp, Grandy on the way to Imp. Yeah. AC probably not. AC struggling. AC has not had a fun game this game. That military mass is great, but if you're Mole, I guess you just sort of chill out with this. Oh god! It was so close to big badoos. Oofed. Uh-oh. Oh no, my game has... my game's crashed. No! Manga ass. Oh no. Oh boy, everyone's going to see my chaotic desktop screen.
That is a pretty chaotic desktop screen.
Yeah. Yikes. How do we do this then? How do we do this?
See, the thing in normal times when the game crashes and everything goes badly, we quickly cut to our technical difficulties screen, but you can't do that because Grandy's in charge.
We don't have. We literally have zero control over what's going on.
Thanks, DE.
Thanks, DE, indeed. Oh God! Right, let me zoom in and let me load in the game again and zoom forward through it
as quick as possible. Yeah, I mean,
That's the only thing I can foresee being slightly useful.
Nothing massive has happened. We've got a couple of big bada booms from AC getting some hits onto Mole's archers, but not into his big mass. He's kept the big archer mass together. He's backed off the main military. So all is still going well for Mole. Mole might be the lowest scoring player out of their team, but his military mass is absolutely fantastic, and he's the Byzantines, so he's not even transitioned into his best options yet. Like, he's still only using.
Oh, this can do anything. Are we going to see?
I don't think we're going to see any cataphracts.
As much as I was like Mameluke. It's not Mameluke. It isn't Mameluke. Don't say Mameluke. And then.
If they were going up against a heavy amount of knights, they could at least do really cheap camels. But as it stands, I don't think we're seeing that. I think we're going to keep leaning into crossbows. Grandy's in. We've got the arbalest upgrade, but the crossbow mass is so much bigger than the arbalest mass. So the crossbows are actually legitimately winning the fight. Arbalest is now in as well. Mole also, chemistry comes in. Like, this is a complete mop up. And we are definitely into the latter part of this game.
Oh boy. What is the game time?
I am at 41 minutes.
Okay, I'm just hitting 10.
We'll get there soon, everybody. We'll get there soon.
We will get there.
This is a recap. We're doing a play-by-play super fast remake. I'm currently watching the stream, so I'll stop casting anything that's happening right now, and we'll just do a play-by-play of the shit that's happened so far.
Oh boy.
Look at that eco expansion. Dr. Lube was at the top of the scoreboard for a little time. And actually, from the future, Dr. Lube is at the top of the scoreboard now. So if we thought that the Mole was a smurf, Dr. Lube is a goddamn smurf.
I know. I don't know who this Dr. Lube is. That's a new name for me.
Is it? See, I've come across Dr. Lube a couple of times before. I think I've even seen him in a couple of community games on the bigger channels before. So I am vaguely familiar with every single player here, which is rare for me because I only cast low-rated games. I like to cast what I understand, which is not much. The pressure is good. Look at all of that. The military mass is good for blue. Grandy's a good player. How does he have the time to become a good player when he's investing so much time into being...
Oh, I missed a nice try again. I didn't know what that was referring to.
Lube can sniff a commie game from a mile off. Oh, I see. That makes sense. He's a commie game pro.
My game sounds are really loud as well. It's almost uncomfortable. That's better. Ooh. Okay. Nice mangonel snipe.
What's interesting is I don't think it's necessarily coming through to the stream. Oh well. Boo's defense is strong. You're catching up. You're pretty close now, right?
Yeah, 32? I'm not too far off, am I?
We're getting to a point of the game where Boo is doing a pretty much full onager defense. It's not going well. There's Cavalier and skirms, and it absolutely rough. Absolutely rough. Like, they've played so well But
yeah, this game's been super close for everyone. I'm sorry, guys, that it cut out mid-game, but thanks to you, basically. What game time are you on?
45 minutes 20.
45 minutes. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, we're getting there.
Cut to regular game time now. Just play it on normal from now on.
Okay, let's go.
Because otherwise you'll be disappointed.
Nice. And we're back where we started, guys. We're here. So. Yeah, we had him crash midway through, so no spoilers in chat, please.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at the army coming in.
That is
Mangonels rolling forward. Halberdiers coming in. It's like Boo is going for it in the defense.
Going ham. Oh, but the two Cavalier are doing work there. Decent halb defense. Pike halb.
Is it Halberdiers trying to defend the skirms?
Three onages down.
Such a good play by Lube again.
Yeah. About that. I had so much res and just didn't put buildings down. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Grandy, they're still casting. They don't know the results. Shh.
Oh my god, Grandy.
Grandy, they'll never see the comeback coming.
It's okay. I think they can hear Grandy, but not anybody else.
Oh, right.
Everybody else can spoil to their heart's content, but Grandy has
That's
to.
right. So what happens is AC hits first crusade, and then Varion deletes his TC, and we win.
Cool. Easy.
I mean, that's half true.
It's not far off that. Like, we're in the last few moments of the game.
Did you pull the trigger, AC?
I mean, it was a bit of a yeet.
Pulled the panic button.
But at that point, there wasn't much to be done.
No,
I had some bad mangonel. I lost 4 to a load of knights.
Yeah, the pressure on your base was really rough. To be honest, there wasn't much you could have done about it with everything going on.
Grandy for letting
oh, there! Hey, full screen.
I can do one better than that, I think. Let's try this.
No, that's worse.
Put that there, hide that, and then...
Oh, that's a lot of onages. Oh,
it's slightly odd, but it works. In that we've got double going against the camera in the background.
Okay.
It's like Boo did really, really well this game.
Yeah, Boo did so. Like, the eco is insane.
I don't know how he's got that many farms in that space. It's a really small space, and
crammed himself in. But it's like the pressure that came out from the other squad is just absurd.
Yeah.
Lube, Varian, and Mole played that really, really well together. Varian is the only player that really went down and took food in the early game. It gave them a pretty significant advantage.
Yeah.
Oh my! That's almost hypnotizing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, the GG's called. No, really good game, guys. It was really, really equal. Varian played like a beast, to be honest, and Mo played like a beast as well.
The imp timing.
Yeah, GG's
really surprising.
Byzantines are a really good civ on this map for team games.
Oh, particularly with the low amount of gold access.
It's not low amount of gold.
There's so much gold. There's also Jaguars though.
Mine was because I didn't go and get it.
Yeah, we were kind of wondering why you hadn't done it.
Yep.
It's quite sad.
This is great then, guys, because we've played a game and we've shown how to play it. We've shown how to not play the map.
Exactly, it's educational content.
Which is my thing.
Fun educational content.
It's going to be really interesting watching this with 1v1. Again, it's going to be very interesting 1v1.
I've never seen it 1v1. I've only seen it team game.
No, it seems like a really fun map. I guess 1v1, I think towers could be quite strong if you can.
There's no stone.
Maybe deny woodline.
There's no stone on the map.
There's no stone.
There
isn't. Oh.
Yeah, none at all. That's why you saw barely any castles. Every castle was bought.
Wait.
That makes a lot of sense.
Just predicting Saracens Towers, cheaper to buy.
Saracens, yeah.
Ooh.
Saracens could be a shot.
Interesting.
It was a great map, really enjoyable. This is Beach Fight, by the way, P-Joff.
The one in the
Beach
lower
Fight.
left there. Yeah. Inca Trash. I was Incans, but you couldn't really go towers.
Inca Trush, but without the towers and you FC. You just FC for the villager upgrades.
FC
Yeah.
That was great. Wow, what a really enjoyable game. Fascinating in team game, but I am very interested to see how this plays out in 1v1.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen this map before, but you can see all 4 corners.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
So I really like that you don't see the north or south.
Yeah, the food ones.
I really like that, because you've got to sort of assume that your opponent has gone there. But if they haven't, and you invest your military into going and clearing that up, that could be such a massive hit. Really cool map.
Yeah, I'm just going to load up the map maker and show what we're talking about here. Beach Fight, there it is. I should just be able to show that. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that is it, but of course I put the streamer thing on top of it, so it's that.
Not our faces.
There we go. Kind of. It's not
So we
ideal,
want.
though.
I like Mel's face in this one.
Yeah, but that's,
oh, so there's no predators down here either. Okay. Because I knew there was a ton of predators.
There was lots
inside.
of predators.
Yeah, I sent a bunch of
we
archers
saw
early
Gaia
on.
win.
Gaia always wins.
It's just such a weird map. Like, the start is weird as well. Just getting the farms for free. And then some of the farms are usually overlapped by trees as well, so you couldn't reseed certain trees until you chopped down the straggler that was on it.
Ah, that's interesting.
Which was kind of odd.
How many farms is there in the 1v1? Is it 12 again?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Left?
Yeah, it's 12.
12. Ooh.
Yeah, you feel like you don't get boars, but you do get 12 farms, seeded farms, and the berries. And you have the option to go up here if you want to, which I imagine some civ will. Although,
it's a bit of
the absolutely ridiculous.
1 berry patch in the south, 2 in the north.
On this.
That's a question. That's weird.
It's just
3 in the south, 3 in the north. Yeah, that's quite a difference. But I guess by the time you're at the point of getting to all that food, it doesn't really matter by that point.
Berries are a moot point when you'd much rather be taking the hunt anyway, because it's about, like, because you've got to invest quite a lot of time to send 3 villagers to the north. Like, that is an awful lot of idle eco time to send those villagers northward, and for them to easily be upset by militia or swords or some scouts is like that's some easy losses.
What's the opinion on, like, would having a bit of stone improve this map? Or does the fact that it doesn't have any?
If it was
if
there was some stone.
1 set of stone for each player.
It's like a bit like Golden Pit, where there's gold and stone crammed together on that right hand side. It'd be like if you could see that your opponent was moving heavy on stone. I don't think that'd be offensive at all. I think that'd be perfectly reasonable. If the only stone you could see or get at was in the middle of the gold,
visible towards
perfectly visible for everybody. Oh, that'd be dirty. But to also be like deliberately not taking any stone whatsoever, but have bought loads of it, and to then drop a castle on your opponent, like the strategic options. Ooh, I love it. The mind games.
What else have we got? Cape of Storms, another one I haven't really looked too much into. It also looks pretty interesting. Ooh, some very fancy fish. But yeah, that's just with random bits dotted around to the north.
Oh, has this got fish hills? Sea hills?
What?
Water hills.
Oh, I get. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I was going, why on earth would that have hills in it? But of course, waves, big waves, stormy waves.
They do have an effect, right? Because if you take the top of the hill with a galley, that does get the.
I'm pretty sure they do get hill bonus. Yeah.
Interesting.
So it does matter. It's not just aesthetic.
Yeah. That's fascinating. And then just a big clump of trees in the middle.
Love a big clump of Anyway, thank you
interesting
for having me, everybody. This was a lot of fun. I'm gonna leave you to finish up the evening because I haven't actually eaten anything yet, and I should
That's
probably
not ideal.
something.
Eat some food.
Otherwise, I will be a hot mess, and my partner will leave me. So I will catch you all soon.
Yep.
Chat, it's been lovely to have you here, and buy tickets for Land Madness. God damn it, it's going to be amazing. You should be there.
There you go. Indeed, we probably are going to call it there. It's also worth mentioning that we're planning to do this again next week, not community games, but we're planning to have some kind of show match, the contestants of which will reveal during the week sometime, and it'll be using the tournament settings for Landlubbers. So some of these maps that we've seen a little bit of today, we'll see in the 1v1 setting with 2 equal elos, which will be nice in a 1v1 setting. And yeah, if you're not already signed up to the bracket for that, go ahead and do that. I think it's !tournament or !landlubbers in chat. We'll take you there. And yeah, !land madness for the actual event itself. If you're not already signed up to come to the event, there's 14 tickets left last I looked. Haven't seen any notifications on Discord between that and then. So yeah, 14 tickets left.
Honestly, the uptake's been crazy. So yeah, thanks again, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And don't sleep on it. I hate that term, but I from someone who works in events, it's kind of like it is selling super quick, and yeah, we're really excited.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
It is indeed. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming around. We'll see you again next time, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah. See you guys next Friday, if not before. Good night.
See you guys soon. Bye.
What's a Smurf? Damn it.
Oh, that's not it. Oi.